Ramagade, legede. Oh, Rabosandala, brozagade. Lika brazandala, Jesus. Papa God, intervene for we. Do for we, as you do for the Israelites. The way who they suffer, in their life say you don't forget we. Papa God, intervene for we. Orphans are crying, widows are crying, fatherless children are crying, the less privileged are crying. Oh, may we pray. Oh, may we pray. Oh, northwest and southwest, when I come together, may we pray. Oh, prayer is a key. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, let me pray. Oh, let me pray. Oh, let me pray. Oh, let me pray. Prayer is a key. Hey, Jesus. Killing every day. We are killing ourselves. Every day na bum 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 bum. Every time na to 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 to. Oh, we don't tire. Father, fight for us. According to your word, in Exodus 14:14, it says you will arise and fight for us, and we will all be so. Papa, give us victory. If you go for Munyenge, everybody then are for bush. Munyenge know the exist, no. I can know. You go for Papa. Oh, houses they don't burn them down. We'll be render homeless. Hey, yeah. You go for a corner. They did program from house to house. Anybody that meet up a more, your name not die. Now wait till we do. Now wait till Bambenda them do. Now wait till we do. Now wait till Southwesterners do. Everybody don't run you because of wuru wuru. Everybody don't run you because of popo patata. So many don't go next time. Hey, yeah. So one day for refugee camp, for every nation for this world. When you go there, you go see there. So one day for street. So one day they sleep for moto for Nigeria. You go see them there. Papa God, oh when Gazume, yes so we're a wow. Oh, make we pray, oh make we pray, oh make we pray, oh make we pray, oh make we pray. Prayer is a key. Hey Jesus. When he I'm a wabba menda, better for one sote. I am yes, better for one baba. I'm a way pona, chill more chuban again. I'm a yana one get, before ton and never jimashi. I even in work, papa, and never jim before tono. Masuna patiko, and need him, I make way. Oh, yes, so we're a wow. Yes, so we're a wow. Kaya we're a wow, baba. We're a wow. Yes, so we're a wow. My village, my gym got southwest and northwest. Bufatona she, Bufa Yadame. Yes, so we're a wow. Berenbunga again. My year of one by Gunga again. And when I Gunga again, and when I survive. Yes, so Christo. Papa, we're a wow. We're a wow. Papa, we're a wow. All villages in northwest and southwest are damaged.
They are damaged.
Where we go run to? Papa help us, deliver us, Papa. Oh, give us victory. Victory is all we ask. Papa, give us victory. Oh, money for you some more. In a day, even chop for chop. In a day, better water for wash. In no even day at all. Even the one for drink. In a day, now woman they depart for inside bush. Now picking the day too, where they know they even go school. But when they say children are the leaders of tomorrow, and we go be leaders, we will not get book for head. Oh, make we pray, for prayer is a key. Oh, make we pray. Oh, make we pray. Pastors, make we pray. Apostles, make we pray. Bishops, make we pray. Evangelists, make we pray. Workers in the vineyard, from northwest and southwest. Make we pray, oh, even for those who they there for prison, oh. Our youth them, oh, that they can't finish. Our boys them, oh, they don't finish. From Manfred to Boya, from Bamenda to Southwest. Bloodshed every day, oh, killing every day. People they die every day. Like say they been a chicken. My people live. Prayer is the key. Oh, may we pray, oh.
Make we pray.
Oh, may we pray. Oh, may we pray. Ramagade, legede. Oh, Ramosagala, Rosagade. Mika Brazandala. Jesus.
Make we pray.
Wonderful. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Ambazonians, fans and friends of Mr. Nanchop, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to today's edition of Amber Voice. Now, Papa and Mami them, I beg, may I confess. Before I begin, I don't want anybody to crucify me. I know say, some person go look me and say, hey, Mr. Nanchop, oh boy, why do you wear sunglasses inside house? I know be a poem. Yes, I beg, I know be a poem. Let me just make this confession. I have a problem with my eyes, and that's why I'm having this. Now, why do they wear it in? I want to understand. When I see I don't wear Zingraf, now because I get problem for my eyes. So I will get two options. Either for stay, not for come online, or for wear the thing and then for come online. And I don't choose the second option. So I beg, me when I bear with me, me some man look and say, why that man wear that kind of thing? Now, brothers and sisters, fellow Ambazonians, I really want to say thank you to all of you who've been missing me. Even though I know some of you, I know they miss me. It surprised me, say all these days I know they around, I know they live. Only a few people they write for say, Mr. Nanchop, what's happen? Only a few people miss me. Nevertheless, now for boy away, I will judge all now. Wonderful. Happy Sunday, fellow Ambazonians, the beautiful people of the beloved nation Ambazonia. I want to start by saying thank you for joining this special broadcast. Please click on the share button as you join, and let's populate the room, because I have something powerful to share with us today. There is something so powerful that I want to discuss with us today. I really want to bring to light, and I think I owe the Ambazonian people the responsibility to present to them the facts, the truths, and to keep them current on this revelation. One good thing I'm very glad is that God keeps giving us the grace and the opportunity to understand some things. And this is also to me a confirmation that this is a God-ordained revelation. Just like many of us who claim it is, and I actually believe that. It's not just a kind of like theory. No, I believe that for sure. So please, I will do as usual. I'm going to get some of your Sunday greetings. Today is Sunday, and I can't proceed on this show without getting some of your Sunday greetings. So please, let's use the next 60 seconds to send some greetings to some loved ones, to some patriots, most especially those at Ground Zero. I'm seeing Edwin is saying hi, Mr. Nanchop. Thank you so much, Mr. Edwin. I see Praise. Praise says, right on, my guy. Thank you. I see Gary Hauser says, Gary House, or Gary House. He says, yes, he did. Thank you. I think that was a response to someone. So please, let me get some of your greetings coming. I want to get some of those beautiful Sunday greetings from you before I go into the show. Nevertheless, while you're commenting, I want to use this opportunity to say tomorrow is Monday, and we all know what Monday means in the land of Ambazonia. We know that Monday is our normal country Sunday, right? The normal ghost town day, and I really want to use this opportunity to talk to all of our brave and wonderful people back home, fathers and mothers, brothers and sisters. Please do your best to respect the ghost towns, because the restoration forces are not going to be kind, and they're not going to be friendly to anyone who disrespects the ghost towns. So please, you want to be a law-abiding citizen of Ambazonia. Whoever you are, it doesn't matter what of what nationality you are. If you are present, if you find yourself on a Monday in the land of Ambazonia, you must know that you are bound to obey the law of the land. Yes, and the law of the land states that Mondays are ghost towns, until further notice, of course. So I just want to use this opportunity to make that announcement clear to the public, and of course to those watching me right now, to know that tomorrow is Monday and our normal country Sunday. You know one fall victim for brother their hand, because respect their laws, and you know what will go happen. If you can't come and say, Mr. Nanchop, I beg, help me, myself, I know if you go against the law, me too, I'm subjected to the law. If I were at Ground Zero, I would do my best to respect that law and to respect the ghost town. So I think that should be made known to our people. Also, I want to start with this. Now, listen, brothers and sisters. You have to permit me. Seriously on this. You will have to permit me. Give me a second. Oh God. Now, I want to say this. I want to say this. Well, maybe before I say that, I should see if I still have some greetings from you flowing here. Okay, I see FR says, "Na small, bro." I can see Awe says, "Mr. Clovis Nanchop, you are a gift from the Almighty God to the people of Ambazonians." Thank you. That's a statement of fact. I see Austin says, "Our great activist of the revolution." Thank you, sir. I appreciate. I see Sunday says, "Talk for pidgin English. Oh, na people them for Ground Zero." Yes, I'll be coming to that, of course. I think this show today is going to be basically in pidgin. I just want to get some of those greetings coming. I see Ngabu Love says greetings. He's always there. Thank you. I see Mary says, "Hi, Mr. Nanchop, watching. Hope your eyes feel better now." Oh yeah, actually, thanks. I'm seeing Vivian. Vivian says, "Happy Sunday, German Steel." Please send greetings to Ground Zero. I am personally sending these wonderful Sunday greetings to our great warriors, our great fighters at Ground Zero. And on today's program, I will be addressing a lot of things. Amongst others, I'll be addressing with some revelation. This particular issue of Ayeke. Now, as I said, I think I didn't put that on the screen. Let me put that on the screen. Oh. Just as we can see on the screen, addressing the roots of the happenings. You know, there are a lot of things that are happening right now that are a shadow to the things that have been happening in the past. And as you see, and you might have noticed on my shows, I do this, I try to bring out those things that have been happening in the past. I play to you those videos and those audios, then we explain those things to you so we all understand them. So we all understand what has been happening. And today is not going to be different. And I can assure you of one thing. Most of you have been seeing the happenings, but this particular edition of Amber Voice today shall expose some things also about Ayeke for us to see where he's coming from and where he's going to. And I'm going to use that as a reference to give a special announcement and advice to all our generals and brave warriors at Ground Zero. Also, before we come into that, we are going to talk about something that is so important. Now, I want to start by saying this. I want to address this issue about my own self. Yesterday, I was flying back home, so it was quite late in the evening. So I sat in the plane. And this is something very funny but really realistic, and I think I just feel like I have to share it for someone to get the message. While I sat in the plane, this is a lesson I learned, and it was confirmed to me again yesterday. So somebody came in, and this is somebody I knew 5 years back, a friend of mine. Listen, in life, never you mistreat anybody. I just want to share this testimony with you, my own experience. In life, never you. Don't treat anybody with contempt. Don't treat anybody with disrespect. Don't treat anybody out of love. Leadership in life is influence. People might forget what you tell them, the things you tell them. People might forget the things you say to them or say about them. But the things you let them feel, they might rarely forget it. So the things the feelings we give to people under our influences, under our leadership, be it in any sphere of life, is so important. Ladies and gentlemen, please get this. Fellow Ambazonians, this is so important. And I want to relate this to this Ambazonian revolution and to my topic of today because it rhymes. There are a lot of things that are happening in this revolution. People just do things. And you see some activists, they are so... I wonder how they want their children to see them. Now, most of these images and videos, these things that are happening, these things will go into the history of Ambazonia. So when I see some activists, some leaders, some people who come out there and talk, and they just want to insult and lie and frame up all the stories, taking the Ambazonian people to be fools, when I look at them, I pity them. They are planting a negative seed. And remember, in life, you reap what you sow. And it's sad to see that people whom you should be thinking that they should have understood these things. They should have this basic understanding that whatsoever they are sowing today, they shall reap it. And in this revelation, in this revolution, those who are sowing discords, lies telling, evil, who are causing our soldiers to fight against each other just because they want to achieve a private agenda, oh my goodness, listen, they shall surely reap it. Let me come back to my story. I sat in the plane, flying back home. I was really tired because it's been a busy week though. And somebody came in. Nowadays, I was having this on, and then I also had my face mask. This thing we call now, everyone has to be, when the new laws is that when you enter the plane, you must have the face masks, right? This mask, and so he couldn't recognize me, but he thought, oh, this guy looks like Clovis. I also saw his face, and it was a coincidence that he was sitting next to me. Then he came in, and then he sat beside me, and then he was talking. Then he said to me, "Oh, you look like one of my old friend, a mentor who used to be Clovis." So he said that to me. Then I laughed. I said, "Oh, really? Perhaps I'm the Clovis." So I took off my mask a little, and wow, he was so happy. Now we've lost contact, and this is somebody that back then when he was a student, he was he needed a lot of help and had somehow come with we came in contact somehow, and then I helped him, not even expecting a reward, not even thinking that I'll meet him someday anywhere. And this was him in the same plane with me, flying to the same destiny. And then he was so happy. And we talked about a lot of things and a lot of things that had happened. And the fun of it is when we landed at where we were going to, he would not allow me, the taxi that came to pick me, he would not even allow me to take the taxi. He said, no, he would not allow me to take it. I must enter his car, and he had to drive me home. Now, I said this to say this. In those days when I was helping him and when I was doing all what I did for him, I never did it with an expectation of a reward from man. I never even thought I would see him again one day in this life. You see. And then meeting him and the things we discussed and him telling me the lot of things he has gone through, the transformation that he has had in his life, I felt so touched. I had an opportunity to sometimes some people, they always think of themselves. They always think of what they will profit. What is my gain in this thing? What is my gain? No, I must do it for my way. No, any man for himself, God for we all. Any man must fight for himself. Always being so selfish, thinking only about yourself first. Listen, and we see the same attitude and trait in this revolution. You see those activists or sellouts in the revolution. They are not thinking for the benefit of the hundreds of thousands of people or the millions of the Ambazonian people. They are thinking about themselves. That's why if they are giving them money, what they are thinking is, oh, let me just get the money and I'm okay, I'm fine. I don't care. Some will make some statements like, you know, if you be Jesus for them, for some people. It's wrong. It's wrong. I learned a bitter lesson yesterday, and I was blessed, and I just want to share this little testimony with you. Please treat people well. Don't expect anything from them. Expect your blessing from God. But you will be so surprised with the kind of blessings you will get on this earth from us, from humans, when you treat them well and when you refuse to be selfish. I really had to make that particular point known, and then I will go straight into the presentation of today now. Fellow Ambazonians, ladies and gentlemen, fans and friends of Mr. Nanchop, sympathizers of the Ambazonian Revolution, you're welcome to today's edition of Amber Voice with Mr. Nanchop. Please, for those of you watching me right now, I want to plead with you that for the sake of the grannies and grandfathers in the village, for the sake of my country, Ambazonia, I would rather choose to speak in our broken language, the pidgin language, because I choose to use this form of communication in order to be well understood by everyone listening to me, because this is one of our simplest communication language, and I would rather choose this language so as to communicate with my people. Now, for those of you joining me right now, I want you to click on the share button. Make when I click on the share button why I'm going to bring up this topic for today. A lot of things have happened for this world revolution, and today I want to address the root or the roots of the happenings or the occurrences of the revolution. There are a lot of things that have been happening, and sometimes we turn to look at the shadows, forgetting to know that the shadows are just a reflection of something. So I want us to look at the root causes, the roots of these things, so that we'll be able to understand what is happening, and then we'll not go fall again for that trap. Happy Sunday to you just joining me right now. Please click on the share button. So, if when I look this revolution, when I go see and say, one common trait now for this revolution, now insult, right? It did like say people don't lose focus from the duty. It did like say people don't lose the sense of responsibility. People don't lose the focus. They don't lose the sense of responsibility. They don't lose orientation. Now, they don't know what to do again. They don't bend on lies tellings, framing up of stories, insulting people just to make themselves feel good. It be rather unfortunate. So some black people, they still feel, say, one of the ways the way they go take themselves up, now for pull others down. So they go do everything they go lie, they go form stories, they go develop things that may suit their devilish and satanic agenda. Papa and mommy them, brothers and sisters them, do one Mr. Nanchop, the no-nonsense man of the revolution, the German steel, where they don't come for can't grant anything where they are against the Ambazonian revolution. And of course, if we grant anything, we must make sure say we grant them well, so that come again for come the step we. Any barrier, any hindrance, we just go through, we crush them well. So today for this show, as we go to crush, we go also to make the road, we fix the road and make the path clear for the future, because in the past days and weeks, I don't spend a lot of time for the revolution, for crush, for adjust, for bring in light, for shed light on some things there. But I don't want to always be on that lane. I also want to make sure, say, while I did do that one on the left hand, on the right hand, I did do it, I did pave the way forward. Yes, I did pave the way forward. I did bring in the inspiration and the revelation for push we for this revolution ahead. Papa and mommy them. So one thing that we'll get for understand, this revolution, don't be stagnated for a while due to a lot of lies telling and infightings. Yes. But if I notice, I'm going to notice and say, one revolution we don't almost be hijacked. As a matter of fact, if we wake up one morning with a very big surprise, say, some people, they don't think we go back for Boya. Now, I put this on the screen. How many of you know this man waiting for screen? How many of you recognize this face? Man, because see the comments there. This one now, our papa, wow. Some of you know una brother, some of you know mommy don't and watch me una pikin. Where they call and say Barrister Fru John So. For me, na papa, because na my papa for this revolution. And I will tell you now why. If you see this revolution, oh my God, what's our job today? Revolution. Now that sounds better, right? If you see this revolution, when I go see say, one of the most attacked, insulted, crushed person that this power did for screen. And I will tell you now why. I want to use it today like my case study. For the first two I talk about. I talk about identifying the greatest protector of the revolution, of the Ambazonian revolution. Make we identify one of the greatest, in fact I call him the greatest protector of the Ambazonian revolution. His name is Barrister Fru John So. And I go explain them for una with videos and with audios. More una know why today this Amber Voice platform and Mr. Nanchop don't choose for crown Barrister Fru John So as the greatest protector of the Ambazonian revolution. I go prove them for una, and I go now what I go do today for this show. I say I go use now the enemy them, the enemy of the Ambazonian revolution. There are people the way that they talk foolish today. There are people the way that they curse today. There are people the way that they talk all the bad things today. I go use now their own words, their own video, their own face for show now why Barrister Fru John So be now the greatest protector for this Ambazonian revolution. Now when I say the greatest protector, I don't mean say the only protector. Of course, I recognize the fact that we get brothers and sisters in for Ground Zero, where them they fight for protect this revolution. We get mommy and papa them where they respect things them like the ghost town, the civil disobedience, that they do a lot of things, that they pay a lot of sacrifice for protect this revolution. But I go tell you now why Barrister Fru John So go into the history of Ambazonia, and today Amber Voice the crown ye as the greatest protector for this revolution. I go show you now with videos and small, make people they understand who say we for find ourselves today if we not be get selfless people like Barrister Fru. And I go want to understand why a lot of people that they insult you, then they caution, then they write up things them. I go bring some of those things and put them for screen. May we scrutinize them detailedly. Yes. When I choose to do enter in a laboratory or enter in a factory, because anyhow I enter, there will be a happening. We go scrutinize, we go dissect, we go use X-ray, we go do a lot of things there. so that may we, the Ambazonian people, will begin to understand the tactics of the enemy. Wait till it happen and why it happen. Yes, I make a statement say, Barrister Fruit today, for this revolution, it be one of those greatest protectors. As a matter of fact, Ambazonians, we don't give you a new crown. Yes, I will put this Barrister Fruit new crown and I will scream when I say, if you come in the Lord, when I will say I will scream some more time, when I will see one new, nine that, a powerful that. More when I watch what you do for screen. If you see that picture, when I will say and say all Ambazonian traitors stop. Then when I look for a coat when I come, the protector. Yes. Yes. More when I see that picture, fine. After this, I want to encourage you. I will put this picture from my Amber page, from Mr. Nanchop page. May all man download them. And I want to encourage you on something. For the next 1 week, may all of you will change your profile picture. We'll put the picture. We'll put this picture. It will become all of you our profile picture for the next 1 week. Any man will like the Ambazonian revolution. Any man will like this revolution. Any man will like powerful. You will use this picture as a profile picture. And I will give you more reason why I did talk so. So that may not be say I just did talk. But we understand why I did talk. Now, Papa and Mommy them. We know very well say, when we see the happenings of the things where they take place now, when we look at the things where they happen now, we'll go for thank. Me personally, I want to thank this Papa because imagine say, Barrister Frodo become blow whistle. He asks the question, say, Sisiko Ayok Julius Tabe, tell the Ambazonian people, waity, you the talk with La République, what you do with the secret meetings, and what they happen. Just imagine for once. Say the panel we can't talk that thing. Over there today, would they say, oh, Sisiko, would they dance like Nyamfuka them? Sisiko for just carry way back, go sign a secret thing with La République. 1 week or tomorrow, La République don't make all deal with Sisiko. He sing for we say breaking news, Ambazonians. Would you go for special status or would you go for whatsoever with La République? Just imagine. And I will show you a lot of things them. Why? If when I see all these insults and the thing that they happen today, and what they do them, we will understand why they do them. Why they do these write-ups and they do all these things them. That they attack, they do one killing. Why even La République want kill this part? When I go see them. And why they want to keep plenty other people for the revolution? Because the people them they don't deny for be a betrayer like others in the revolution. If when I see the history of Ambazonia, Papa and Mommy them, when I will notice and say for the past, something don't happen. Whenever then they become say Anglophones them, when one get an upheaval against La République, whenever something one be for challenge France and La République, they go use their plenty tactics them, including brutality, bribery, and corruption, for deceive a lot of people. Unfortunately for La République du Cameroon, this was generation, not be generation where person feel easily deceive them. They don't try, not be generation where they feel easily bribe them. You see? And not a generation where they feel easily fall for their manipulation. And one of the person where La République be hate them, I say, if La République get away, the people poison for a chop. Now in this on my screen, Barrister Fruit Johnson. I hail you, Papa. I hail you. I hail you, Pa. I hail you. Yes. If me, Mr. Nanchop, I get only half for the kind of heart the Pa get. If me, Mr. Nanchop, I get only half. Not be even say full, just half. I go be a better off person for the grand. I tell you the truth. Because the Pa not only get courage, he not only get boldness, he not only be genuine and straightforward. I go to play some of the videos very soon. But the Pa now a serious-hearted, die-hearted Ambazonian. Now, Papa and Mommy then, when I go no say, One revolution may not be a way where the one who believes the revolution don't fail. Some individuals and be one way Ambazonians will believe say the revolution is over. As a matter of fact, when I hear one of them will be tell we when I hear.
When I don't forget about independence. At the time of fact, when I forget about independence, Ambazonia is done. All the sacrifices are gone for nothing. When I feel a joke. When I don't forget about independence. At the time of fact, when I forget about independence, Ambazonia is done. All the sacrifices are gone for nothing.
Okay. That one I just put enough for screen when I see. Now Ayok Tabe is ambassador for Middle East that. Ayok Tabe Julius. Now he ambassador that what we put on for school, where we put on. If they let me put it now. Where they call it Capo Daniel. Now he be Ayok Tabe ambassador. He can talk and for clearly so it's say Ambazonian they will not forget. So it's a revolution don't go. It's will not forget. If the talker so now because of which it will create discouragement in the hearts of Ambazonian people. For create discouragement in the hearts of Ambazonian people. Now, if you talk other thing, now give me a second, let me put it again on the screen.
When I feel a joke.
If you talk other thing, I would create discouragement in the heart of Ambazonian people. When I see Ayok Tabe, can I put work with them?
About independence, Ambazonia.
When I see Ayok Tabe put them. Now, personally, where he claim to be an ambassador for Ayok Tabe, he Koningi Mafia group. It is tough for Ambazonian people, so when I just forget about independence. When I just forget. Now, it give you an image, say, the group of Ayok Tabe did give up on independence. I don't talk on this on my past shows them, and I don't give them the proofs. I know I'm going to that. But I want to show now how Dr. Barrister Fru saved this Ambazonian revolution. I want to show now how he saved the revolution. Which he outings. By the way, plenty of people don't know who be Barrister Fru. Some people don't know. So even in the lion's den, if you don't be a person where he be very vocal and he talk against the enemy. Some of the videos they might put on for screen and see them.
For that question, I don't think I would be. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised because the government started by kidnapping leaders from Nigeria, and that radicalized the whole war. You know, for 56 years, no English-speaking citizen of this country has ever kidnapped anybody politically. For up to and including when the President of the Republic, Mr. Paul Biya, declared war on that part of the country at the airport. November, there had never been any kidnapping. Even after the killings of 22nd of September and 1st of October, nobody talked about kidnapping. Until when this government decided to go to Nigeria in flagrant violation of the law, international law, and kidnapped the leaders from Nigeria and brought them here for 3 months. They remain incommunicado. That is kidnapping.
Are you saying?
And that opened the door. Let me finish. And that opened the door for those who are defending themselves to make sure that when the time comes for negotiation, they have a bargaining chip.
Now, I want to understand one thing. This is as far back as 2017. Right? Or if I'm not mistaken, 2018, sorry. We will get Barrister Fru inside La République. When I see this one being an interview with Mimi Mefo, where Barrister Fru in the lion's den inside La République, he be very vocal. Most of when I there for abroad, when I watch me, when I remember say, we be the city kind of video them. Now so we the glad, we the share them, or we the chairper. How many of you now, be honest, go get this kind of boldness inside La République for the accused La République government like this? The way the PAB be very vocal inside La République, it make even Paul Biya the shake.
Kidnapping is on both sides. I will give you just the recent one at Kendem in Manu Division. They shot, people were drinking, people were in a happy hour somewhere, and they shot and killed some and captured some and took them away. Now, don't take any position so that you don't get compromised either way. You see, the kidnapping is not only on one side. Government has been kidnapping, like in COP. Some boys have been taken. And they've taken and gone, nobody knows where they go with them. Of course, to the prisons, that's kidnapping. The leaders of Nigeria were kidnapped. You radicalize the whole situation, and here, no, who is crying now? Let me propose once again a solution. The solution is for the government to call a ceasefire, unilateral ceasefire, and stand down. Release everybody that has been affected by this whole thing, and get to the negotiating table, and let's end this madness. But only government can do it. If they don't want to do it, they should live with it.
According to...
Now, I want to understand something for you. When I hear some of the conditions we pay again, this one are 2018. Barrister Frudon already give La Republic government the conditions for a negotiation and a ceasefire. He tell them, when I hear, no, because some people, they want more believe today say, these conditions them, where Ayok Tabe go right time, it be new. Oh, so Ambazonian, they get for praise Ayok Tabe now. Like say Ayok Tabe now God. Some people want more believe, let's say, the condition for ceasefire, or the condition for free all the prisoners, all these things where Ayok Tabe it be new. This is 2018. Barrister Froub is still there inside La Republic. When I see na me for, he did tell La Republic the condition. He didn't name the same conditions them. He did tell La Republic government what they get for do. And he said if they no one do, they get for live with the situation. When they get for face the fierce and the fiery anger of Ambazonians them. When La Republic, due to their stubbornness, so that today they still suffer the agony and the pains. You know. I did bring up the story small more to understand her. Because we are going somewhere. More would see Hapa in those days. Some of you maybe don't know Barrister Fu. Because today, some people that wake up today, they want to frame up all kind of stories about Barrister Fu. Even people who did not get the boldness for talk, for show their face out for the Ambazonian revolution. People who did not even get the courage for stand and for articulate the struggle. Inside La Republique, since for 2018, it don't fight for we. It talk. It give conditions for La Republique. It say they must release the prisoners. By the way, it not be a secret saying, even when they be La Republique, it talk about they say they kidnap our leaders then. From Nigeria, they take them camp for Cameroon. It make us say that La Republique be start the game of kidnap in commission together with Nigeria. Now La Republique start the ever first kidnapping will take place for this revolution. Now La Republique du Cameroon be start up. But I talk about it clearly. I want to get these things very clear because by the time I will start come up when I will understand where they go. Please when they click for the share button and when they join. But make over there and since do one for inside La Republique. Now, we'll go now for the next part. We'll watch another video we will go like them. By the way, some people don't know power, nobody don't know power. They just talk about power and they run their mob. They don't even know power. They very power they talk now in this when I watch.
Trial for leaders of the self-proclaimed Republic of Ambazonia in the English-speaking region of Cameroon began in Yaoundé on Thursday. Proceedings were held behind closed doors.
Since they were arrested in Nigeria on the 5th of January. So this is the first opportunity for them to tell their story to a court. That's it.
It means that today is one of the best sessions.
It is the best day of my life as a lawyer. It's the best day for them as accused persons to be heard before the Court of Appeal of the Central Province. Contrary to the one that took place in Bamenda with the French came with a position, with their own position. Maybe they have arrested that position with the government. They came with a position, a fixed position. The ambassador merely wanted to hear exactly
from all sides
and to see how this matter can be resolved. But the French, they came ready with solutions, meaning that they have taken their own position and the position is aligned with that of the government. You don't do that in a conflict. You allow the conflict to cool down. There's a ceasefire, then the people come to the negotiating table before you start putting down whatever proposals you have. Well, once you start making proposals in the middle of a conflict, you have taken sides and you have made yourself a party, a major party to the conflict.
And the international community, we have been seeing the international community calling for that.
Now, a good say would hear all these videos. because the one in our old videos them as far as 2018. I want to bring some of these things in for our memory, so that we feel to get an image for Wusa Barrister Frubi stand even back then for this revolution, a position for the revolution, and a contribution. And that particular time for inside that country, for inside La Republic, where nobody no be get the boldness for ever talk about the incarcerated leaders. Nobody no be get the bonus for go for television for even address the Anglophone crisis, as they be call them then. Barrister Frubi remain the voice of Ambazonia. Barrister Frubi they represent thousands and hundreds of thousands of us, because it go talk which way they for a mind. When La Republic do want show for the international community say we'll be na kidnappers them, where Atanganji they go out, they go make games with the people them, they want deceive the international community. Barrister Frubi go there, he call a spade, and he make a statement for you very clean. He accused the French government, say they make let's say they want come in for can solve the problem, but they come in with their own proposal where they never listen to the other side of the story. They come in and for can impose on the Ambazonian people. Whereas the Americans they come in for security, they come make a proposal, say may there be a podium for discussion. It showed the bad faith of the French as concerning this matter. And Barrister Frubi they explain these things back then as far as 2018. If we don't lay down these very points them, say if there will ever be anything like a negotiated settlement or ceasefire, he give the conditions them. Where some people that want to them more believe say, na Ayoktabe Julius, na he be God because na he write those things, he don't talk about them. It not be new because people like Barrister Frubi they talk about these things since for 2018. Now, we are going somewhere. I want to get something more to get these basics then before we go to somewhere. Because we don't see a lot of attack on the personality of Barrister Frubi. We don't see a lot of insults. We don't see a lot of write-up. Why? And the people where they do them, I go bring them self. More when I see their stance as far back as 2018 for this revolution. And then more will see why there is a sudden change of mind. Why they don't start doing it the way they do them. Why did they do them? Brothers and sisters, Papa and Mami them. We don't talk for this show, say, whenever people that they do something, we got to ask the motive behind it. Why? More not just to say, oh, this person don't talk, say, we got to ask ourselves, say, why this person they talk, they cannot talk? Why did they now try to fight Barrister Frubi? Koshi, I go bring those things in a short moment. And then they fight the revolution, because I don't tell you, say, Barrister Frubi, we Ambazonians, and we owe Barrister Frubi a big thanks for the revolution, because this part, I don't put on the screen, say, he be the protector of the revolution. Una see him again. Now in that, it's all enablers and traitors, stop. I am the protector. And if I look behind you, una see the Ambazonia, nation of Ambazonia, with all the counties, the LGAs, and the districts. Now, fellow Ambazonians, we will come back now for one point. We'll analyze on one thing. I don't show now. We don't see how Ayoktabe ambassador for Middle East, where they call it say Capo Daniel. So I hear say in Nimbi. So I say Ngambe man when I make some. I know I'm going to that. He talk clearly for this say me Ambazonians they give up. Me they just forget about independence. Say this independence on lost. Now so Capo Daniel don't talk I play am for here. And then when I look and say Ayoktabe choose na that kind of person where he don't give up. You know, failure. One person before person one fail physically, he already fail inside mind. For say Capo Daniel come on for that point, he talk say Ambazonians when I just forget about this revolution, when I forget. He talk when I hear.
It's done. All the sacrifices are gone for nothing. When I feel a joke. When I don't forget about independence. At the time of fact, when I forget about independence, Ambazonia is done. All the sacrifices.
Okay. One thing that we're going to be very clear. Capo Daniel even make this video for talk say me Ambazonians and forget about independence before Ayoktabe was appointed maybe an ambassador. Muna here now. Now from this video, it will show you the mindset of Capo Daniel. It shows he already give up on independence. Capo Daniel, we don't give up totally on independence. And he make it clear, he say Ambazonians, will not just forget about independence. Ayoktabe glad, say, yes, that's my man. He's talking what I'm thinking. Ayoktabe go now. After I don't make the video, Ayoktabe go contact he, make he ambassador. Mona understand. Ayoktabe no see anything wrong with that kind of statement where Capo Daniel make him. He don't see anything wrong with that because he be in alienation, he be in correspondence with that statement. Because if you don't give up on independence, if I miss my last shows, then why don't they talk on this? When I go, because this one I continuation. I don't tell when I say my shows and I continuation on the past shows them. So my way missed thing where I be talk for the past weeks them, it go lost for year. But man, no waste time going to that. Man, just continue. So when I see the mindset, a person will go can't talk for you say, when I just give up. He already give up for a mind. Inside he don't give up on independence. Inside Capo Daniel, independence is gone. So what to be? If independence is gone, what is remaining? Special status. When I see that means that people when they don't give up on the independence, they don't come now for can accept the special status. Now where Ayoktabe go call and say, "Na my man that." Now I go make him my ambassador for my Kondingi Mafia group. So Ayoktabe now go, he say Capo Daniel they talk the kind of language you like him. He choose put the ambassador. You know, end for day. Now, we know for this revolution say, one of those people the way they don't always kick against Barrister Fru, and where they don't propagate lies telling, that they insult people, that they curse people for the revolution. One of them, maybe strange person, na Epom. And if Abuan can make this show today, I go bring up some other kind of thing for can't talk for Ambazonian and say the girl trust and love and praise Barrister Fru because he be the protector for this revolution. It go be like say I be just the formal story. Now more think. When I imagine say now we don't see the way to La Republique doing Ayoktabe. How Ayoktabe even send a letter with Yerima say that the Beckman La Republique give them special status. When I don't see them, that means they don't give up on independence. Would you see all this game where La Republique now they try to deceive the international community? It is done with Ayoktabe. When I imagine say Barrister Fru no become blow up the whistle, say me Ambazonians and be careful. I made to ask Ayoktabe Julius, say make it tell them wait till we discuss with La Republique. We for they out here we just say, oh, we'll get our president wait there for prison. We'll get our president. We don't know so our president already give up on independence. He don't go privately, go sign some kind of document with La Republique. Now, that now for make and for the way La Republique for come out now, based on that document, because now don't forget, Ayoktabe still get the mandate from the Ambazonian people as the interim president. Dr. Sakobi just be an acting interim president. Where it means say, because the mandate be still there on top Ayoktabe Julius he had, if he sign any document or whatsoever, it will be binding to the Ambazonian people. Now, why the way the Ambazonian people then be so wise, they talk about the impeachment, they impeach Ayoktabe Julius. And after they look and say, change after the impeachment, they do it, they strip you off from power. They vote a new president when Dr. Samuel Sako Ikomi, His Excellency Samuel Sako Ikomi, he become the new president. But that one will be our topic for today. Now, we will go into the discussion in the proper because I want to go as far back as when Eric Tato he began an interview with Barrister Fru. I go play him now on the screen. Make Ambazonians take their ear, they chop Christmas. May they take their eyes, they see. We will see and we will hear because we'll go back from when Barrister Fru be raised up the alarm. It tell Ambazonian people the say, may them be careful. For the game where La Republique they try to play with Ayok Julius Tabe, just imagine for once say, Pa, no be talk. Make for now when I know what happen now for the Ambazonians that would see the occurrence now, the things that are happening now. Just imagine for once. Say Barrister Fru be just go take money for La Republique, he should don't need quiet. He say, Master, after I don't owe. Wait I will nang my skin. Just imagine say Barrister Fru be go La Republique bribe they deceive they give money, he just go be quiet. Barrister Fru no become report for we will be taken by surprise. One monitor, one wake up. Ayok Julius Tabe don't make some kind of agreement with La Republique and we will see ourselves in a big mess. But because this revolution be a God-ordained revolution and God no want to go back for that mess. Listen, I make a show last time. I say I give the reasons why the revolution not go fail because we get people the way they carry this revolution at heart. Yes, this generation of fighters then they carry this revolution at heart. We for just 1 week or some morning time, we'll just get breaking news. La Republic don't finalize a plan with the prisoners there. Now we for start the fight now with the sell after the market. When another talk, they say some person is sell after the market. But because God not be one hash the plan for this revolution, and La Republic be the play sense with France, but God be get a better plan. We thank God. So Barrister Fru be there for that place at the right time for see the happenings there. And then he blow the whistle to tell Ambazonians and say, when I ask Ayok Tabe Julius, what way they do and what they talking in La Republic. By the way, we'll enter into the show now. We'll start the show. We'll start now. We'll start go into the details. Right? So that may not be saying Mr. Nanchop just the talk. We'll listen to this interview carefully. When I start listening.
I have worked so hard for this revolution since 1992 up to now. When we in 1993 when we went to the All Anglophone Conference up to now. I am the last person to destroy this revolution. I made a statement. The statement was, our president has been compromised.
But it would appear a lot of issues.
Now you can look at it anywhere.
But when you said compromise, what exactly were you saying?
There are many ways of being compromised. You can even be compromised without you knowing. For example, if you are in the captivity of the enemy, they put listening devices everywhere that you are. Anything you say, they are listening. Your the light bulb on your head.
Right.
You say anything there, they record it. If anybody thinks that he can make a phone call or phone calls or teleconferences in that prison and they are not hurt by La Republic, you're deceiving yourself. And secondly, I asked our president to explain to Ambazonians what he is discussing with Kanto Maurice and Ayolo Bondo. I know why I asked that question. Because I don't want my president to be derailed from the mission that he set for himself.
Right.
And I've raised that red flag.
We'll take on small. Now, when I know very well say Eric Tato, he don't join the bang and the gang of Ayok Julius Tabe. And now he the coach Barrister Fru. I will come to that. He talk all kind of bad things. We'll get the other one that calls Brado Tabenyang and the South African cabal. We'll not go year after year. Then the one talk all kind of bad things against Barrister Fru today. But it be very interesting for say, would you see the interview back then as far as 2018, if I'm not mistaken, or 19, where Barrister Fru done in a Eric Tato that he talk on this matter. I think in 2019, last year. This is last year. That he interview Barrister Fru on this particular matter for the statement where Barrister Fru make and say Ayok Tabe is compromised. Now, Ambazonia people will not be fools there. People feel try to manipulate you, but will know where to come up for their mop. I want to watch the video, I want to hear the interview of Barrister Fru, I want to hear which way the papa they talk, I want to hear which way tell Eric Tato for fraud. Now I choose plenty video than they. Where Papa talk the one, but I choose now the video where Eric Tato self did so that make Eric Tato shame for all the lies where they talk today against Barrister Fru, for all the ills where they talk. I want make Eric Tato see the shame. I make Ayok Tabe Julius make them see the shame because they don't take the Ambazonian people for fools. Make them look at. When I know how to do for Amber Voice. Well, one disgrace man, we know they go take a ESA, would they take the man he what? Would disgrace see. Make the man see how we know say he be a devil, he want deceive the Ambazonian people. When I go see every tattoo they try to deceive the Ambazonian people, but he forgets it for the very interview. When now he and Pada she done Barrister Fru without blinking of an eye, he tell you and he give you the word man to man. We wanna listen. Now Barrister Fru, he makes something for you, it be very important. He talks about it. He said for he consent for the revolution. And when I don't forget, he addressed Ayok Julius Tabe as my president, as a president. Because back then, Julius Ayok Tabe, he be still been at the interim president. And Dr. Sako be sitting at the acting president. For sure now how respectful where the power be. He used the word. He said, my president. He said, he will do everything for protect the president. He took him. He not deny say Ayok Julius Tabe no be the president. He no show disrespect. Because some people they want to them who believe say, no, the power will do the thing because they pay the power or the power. I'm gonna hear from the horse's mouth. Every time they come today for all, he show them, he the coach party, he change the narrative. No, Ambazonians, we are not fools. We will know because today we talk about addressing the roots of the happenings. Some people, they when they joke and they can't shout, they talk. We go forget which way they don't talk 1 year ago. Now lie. Ambazonians are not fools. Muna know so. All of this enables them. Muna know so we are not fools. Now, I want to listen to this interview keenly, word for word, because we will shame those the way they want to have a survey for La République. We will shame Julius Ayok Tabe, Eric Tato, the way they don't bring down the Ambazonian revolution to a tribalistic war. And I go hear how Pabi the talk back then, even as a prophet, he go talk something when I go hear today. Make una hear.
And for anybody. In fact,
so it has entered
even the
tribal lines. Let me come in here very quickly.
Yes. Yes.
I think what you're saying makes a whole lot of sense, and a lot of people are trying to be very specific.
Pa just talk say Ayok Tabe Julius be compromised. Hey, that's what he confirm him. He said, I think what you are saying makes a lot of sense, and a lot of people are agreeing with you. You know the year. Eric Tato said be confirm and then when I hear.
Specific, saying a couple of things. So, by you said very strangely that some people might not have understood. So, because some people thought that when you said compromise, what I understood, even as a journalist, was that it means that His Excellency, as you call him, Sisiko Ayok Tabe Julius, has surely taken money.
No.
Let me go further.
Barrister Fru.
Or he's negotiating.
Barrister Fru.
Of course.
If Barrister Fru knows that money has changed hands,
he'll say it.
I will say it. Let the heavens and earth come down.
But some people also thought that he's trying to exchange his freedom.
No. Exchange his freedom for what?
Well, I just asked.
For what? We lawyers are there.
Good.
Let me see who will touch him. But listen. I don't know why you activists are the ones answering this question. Because you answered it and said he has not been compromised, and you gave your reasons. Mark Barata, who has been insulting me, even though I am the age of his father, or even not older than his father, said that old pa should shut up. He should shut up, man. Shut up, you old pa.
Yeah.
I mean, it takes a disrespectful child, young man, to say that to an old man like me.
Fellow Ambazonians, it be very, the particular point for this discussion between Eric Tato and Pa, it be interesting because Pa did say, it refer for Mark Barata, how Mark Barata insults you out of disrespect. When I see Eric Tato face, the way he laugh, when I see him, because that gene of evil they inside you. I want to follow this story very well. Wait.
Answering this question. Because you answered it and said he has not been compromised, and you gave your reasons. Mark Barata, who has been insulting me, even though I am the age of his father, or even not older than his father, said that old pa should shut up. He should shut up, man. Shut up, you old pa.
Yeah.
I mean, it takes a disrespectful child, young man, to say that to an old man like me. I am. What is my interest in this whole thing? I am a Mancon man. I'm from the Northwest, Mr. Barata. I'm from the Northwest. I have no reason to support a Bakweri man or a Bayangi man. My whole mission is to make sure that this revolution is not compromised in any way.
Right.
I didn't say the revolution was compromised. I said my president is compromised. Because when you talk to the enemy without the benefit of counsel, what is the logical thing that the council will say?
Right.
Will think. Let me tell you something. I have a lawyer who is in my team, who has been writing rubbish about me.
Right.
I know that some of them who are in my team have been looking to take over the leadership of the defense. Be my guest. Take it over. But you cannot take it all by walking over me. I have not, I walked a very thin line when I made that statement. I have not divulged professional secrecy of my client. I have not said anything about the case. I have not divulged any professional secrecy that he confided in me, anything that he confided in me. All I'm saying is that he failed to confide in his lawyers.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, he failed to confide in his lawyer.
Okay,
from the day he put out that letter, from the day he had started communicating, from the day, and I had warned him that you should know that any phone call you make in this prison, these people are listening to you.
So let me just ask for that question. I think it's good.
Now, if I follow this interview very well, when I see how Barrister Fu be the school irritator on what we mean by Ayok Tabe Julius be compromised, and it make them explicit. Now, it should be recalled that this interview took place after Barrister Fu we don't make an announcement say Ayok Julius Tabe be compromised. It give Eric Tato an explicit interview. He not deny. Even when Eric Tato bring up the issue of tribalism, it say, listen, Ayok Julius Tabe na bayangi man. Dr. Sakona Bakuri man. If it be a tribalism, why me I been a Bamenda man? Why would you go fight for support one of them? None of them know Bamenda man or a Northwest man. He said, but for the sake of the revolution, because he wants save. Oh my God, I love that word. Come on, ma put it again for the screen. Ma put it. He said because he wants save the revolution. Barrister Fu said because he wants save the revolution, he decided to stand for the truth. He said he no release out any confidential information, just like some did one claim today, because people that they insult Barrister Fu today, the one Ambazonians they believe say Barrister Fu act unethically. Was that English? Anyhow, you understand me. Say, act with the right ethics, logical, binding to laws, right? Say, act with the right, in right way, be abiding to the lawyer career. Then the call she talk all kind of talk. It be interesting for say when Barrister Fu talk for Eric Tato say, Mark Berata insult you, even though he be the age of his papa. When I see the guilt for Eric Tato, it's because he come. You see, they will do all the things so because they will already get a plan. Now, more say again what protector. Yes, when I see that poster, it say all Amber traitors stop. The protector. That's the protector of the Ambazonian revolution. Barrister Fu Johnson. That's the protector. That's the protector because it don't make them very clear
that you are tribalistic anyway. I want to say this on the air, and I am willing for all those other activists, Mark Barata, Tapang Ivo, and the rest of it, those that were heard the show insulting Barrister Fu Johnson, come with Barrister Fu Johnson to Douala or anywhere else in La Republique and sit on any of those networks and let's tackle La Republique. Don't sit in your comfort zone here and insult me because I've made one phrase. And that phrase, I will go from today to tomorrow. I have not violated the confidentiality of my client. And I will never do that.
I love this man. Amazonians. I love this man. See, this spy is more than a blessing to Ambazonians. If we use the word say Barrister Fu a blessing to Ambazonians, it's an understatement. No, this is an understatement. For we Ambazonians, if we even talk say Barrister Fu be a blessing, it's an understatement. Listen, sometimes when somebody give an interview, right, and listen attentively, you go miss the message. Because now an interview, this way Barrister Fu give Eric Tato, he give you an explicit interview. It's schooly. But because Eric Tato, he not get a listening attitude. Because the Kondingi cabal and all this Manu cabal, you see, they don't get a listening attitude. They cannot listen. One of the skills or one of the steps of learning is to be able to listen attentively. So, Eric Tato last year, I want to remind you of this video and all this Ayok Tabe them, all these people that they talk foolish about Barrister Fu today. I want to remind them I want to bring this back because I get plenty other videos. I even get my own interview where I get out to Barrister Fu. I choose not to use that one. I want to use now Eric Tato your own interview because now maybe one of those the way that they coach Barrister Fu today, that they talk all dirty, silly things against Barrister Fu, including the chief and the future candidate for underground prison, Brad Otabenyang. By the way, in the next days ahead, I'm coming to his case. If I don't flop, and I go open if I go open if I. But ma stay for my topic for today. We are talking about the protector of the Ambazonian revolution. Barrister Fu John So is the protector. Yes, the key protector, because I don't want to say why I say Barrister Fu be the key protector. Papa and Mami them. If Barrister Fu no become released for the Ambazonian people, which way they happen between Ayok Tabe and La République, where they take place secretly. While boys if they continue fight, no be lie. Because them two are protector of the homeland and the protector of our people. While boys if we continue to fight as protectors, while Mami them and our people them, they for the obey ghost towns as protectors, me and you for the even to do drafting would contribute money as protectors of the revolution, because whatsoever we are doing is for the revolution, to save the revolution, to protect the revolution, and to make sure say the revolution come to a perfect end, a desired end. We will continue to do it what they do. But you know why if we fail? Because Ayok Tabe still get one mandate, and if we go sell it for La République, and whatsoever sacrifice me and you we don't do, or we do it will be a total failure. You know, forget use again. If Barrister Fu no can expose for we, which they happen secretly between La République and who Ayok Tabe. If we still get the mandate for go sell we, and then we can be now with one fight back for the sell after the market. But Barrister Fu blow the whistle, and I want to show now for this show how Tawe blow the whistle. He explain what it mean. But haters and people who don't sell the revolution today, back then they see into it and they look say, oh yeah. But today they fight and they talk all these dirty things that they do because they don't go take money for La République, and now they want fight their shadow. You cannot run away from your shadow. More go for that because I'm gonna hear some 20 part talk. I'm gonna hear what Barrister Fu talk again. Carefully, I'm gonna get this. Oh. Carefully. Okay, I'm gonna get this. Let's go.
And I am willing for all those other activists, Mark Barata, Tapang Ivo, and the rest of it, those that were heard the show insulting Barrister Fu John So, come with Barrister Fu John So to Douala or anywhere else in La République and sit on any of those networks and let's tackle La République.
I love this particular point because people them today they coach Barrister Fu, they talk, hey, that part is this, that. Listen, I start the show, I play on some of the videos the way they tackle La République, right for Douala inside La République. Why? For the sake of the revolution. To save the revolution. And that goal never changed. So, if he tackle La République, I mean, this is a man who has gone extra miles to fight both the external enablers and the internal enablers who want to kill the Ambazonian revolution. The man don't fight La République. Fight even people inside the house who they want to kill a revolution. And yet, those people where they fight them inside house, they don't turn up today for form a gang and for destroy it, for kill it. They plan for kill for America. It could be shocking for Ambazonian people for no say. Every tattoo in hand be there inside that planning for kill Barrister Fu for America. Now why that we wanna be surprised for here? Say how part inside plane in land as every tattoo yes, say don't come back, it take him to run go from Bariku he has. Uninvited. Because the shock, it be shocked lies. Say the plan where we don't plan La République. Made a key Barrister Fu, it no work. And now, since then, it become offensive. By the way, now every tattoo this in a Barrister Fu, they should on together. After when Barrister Fu, we don't talk, say, say, Ayok Tabe is compromised. This matter, when I say every tattoo they try for interview, but when I say every tattoo they face and the body language, when I see the evil and the bitterness we get off the heart for plan after this. Because now after the journey, where the pipe reply, say they go back for Cameroon, where they be the one go kill it. You see, and more than hear the interview because I will hear more.
Don't sit in your comfort zone here and insult me because I've met one phrase, and that phrase I will go from today to tomorrow. I have not violated the confidentiality of my client, and I will never do that. The evidence I have in my hands concerning this issue, I will die with it. You only have to operate me and remove it. No. But I have it. But let me tell you, the day that we get to Boya, some of these issues, they will come up.
Right.
And I'm writing a book. Don't let nobody take me for a ride.
Right.
La Republic has not taken me for a ride. They have the planted CPDM talks to kill me. And the lawyer will sit in Yaoundé and say that, you make noise, they are running away from assassination, you want to stay out for 3 weeks, you went through the airport, they didn't assassinate you, when you come through the airport, they will not assassinate you. Are you not compromised? That is what a whole lawyer.
The part they talk about assassination for here. Ambazonians, little did we know that for the particular chair where the party don't have Eric Tato did the plan the pie assassination for like Luna see face. When the pastor talk about assassination, when I say look when I want to discover for life say best way they kill you, na best way they claim say be close to you. If you look and say na best way they pretend for you say be a friend, it be a this, it is smile with you, but inside heart now they kill you. When I look at it, Papa Shidon for Eric Tato, he office owner for Wusa, he told you. He give Eric Tato an interview. He talk about the assassination where they hear him as for outside. He don't know say the person where he talk with. Now the chief planner for his own assassination. Eric Tato and Barrico and the rest, they plan for the assassination of Barrister Fru simply because he don't get exposed to the Ambazonian people. Say Ayok Tabe Julius and La Republique, they get a secret meeting and then they talk. And then he challenge Ayok Tabe Julius, say, may Ayok Tabe Julius tell the Ambazonian people why and wait till they talk with La Republique in secret. He make even Eric Tato and the rest. When I see his face, now face that for person with the laugh from his heart, see him. Once the part talk about his assassination, you see the guilt, the manifestation of guilt for Eric Tato's face. Listen, if you understand body language, I've told you that Mr. Nanchop, the German steel, listen, people when they do their thing, whatsoever you do in darkness, I go bring them to light in this revolution. When this part talk about, he make mention of the fact say they were assassinated. When I see Eric Tato's face, I want to see body language. My drum 20 seconds back when I hear that talk again. When I hear.
And I'm writing a book. Don't let nobody take me for a ride.
Right.
La Republique has not taken me for a ride. They have the planted CPDM talks to kill me. And the lawyer will sit in Yaoundé and say that, you make noise, they are running away from assassination, you want to stay out for 3 weeks. You went through the airport, they didn't assassinate you. When you come through the airport, they will not assassinate you. Are you not compromised? That is what a whole lawyer.
When I see Eric's face, when I see Wonder Part talk about that airport and the assassination and the rest, when I see Eric's reaction, now that very moment, this would be the plan for key Barrister Fru, and Eric be there inside that plan. You know, we know, so doing the interview, Pa could just talk, and I like Pa because Pa and I open-hearted person, he talk it in straight. Once Pa make mention of the fact, when I see how the guilty conscience catch Eric, it did like you choke knife inside some person in the heart. Continue.
Yeah. A whole lawyer who has been trained does not know the conditions for violation of confidentiality.
Right.
To make that kind of a statement. This very lawyer, Eric, let me inform you, damaged our case in the Court of Appeal. After he violated instructions that I gave as lead counsel. And he went to the Court of Appeal and they damaged our case. Okay. I'm not going to call his name.
I remember that.
But I'm telling you,
some lawyers appeared there.
Yes, without my authorization.
Right.
And that caused the La Republique du Cameroon surrogate judges to immediately throw out the case from the Court of Appeal.
Wow.
And did I say anything about him? Have I said mention his name anyway? And I'm warning him. I'm warning him because if he continues, I'm going to expose him to Ambazonian people.
That's okay. That's fair.
No, I will. If he continues.
Well, I think he's listening to you.
Yes,
now
let's
get this stuff straight.
He should
now,
be listening.
And
let me repeat myself. I said our president has been compromised.
Okay, good.
And you have a different view. Every other person has a different view. But I said from my findings.
Now,
and listen now. And I told my president, tell your people what you are discussing with the enemy. What is it that you are discussing with Ayolo Mvondo? And of course, when I use Kamtu, it's not actually Kamtu. It's Kamtu's lawyers who for some reason, Kamtu's lawyer, for some reason, he's in my defense team. Now, some Bayang, a friend of mine, whom were in this struggle from the beginning, I'm not going to call his name, called me and said, what is wrong with Ayuk Tabe talking to Ayolo Mvondo? Well, maybe it's not wrong to you, but me, I'm in ground zero. I've lived with La République du Cameroon for years. I know their modus operandi.
Right.
I know high-profile prisoners, when they enter that place, they come out differently. And I don't want my president to be part of that. And when I raise a red flag, have I killed anybody?
No, not at all. Not at all.
Have I?
Not at all. I think. Let me just push this further.
Now, you know, some people don't get a very weak memory for the life. Some people don't get a very weak memory. Somewhere, the experience I yesterday, they want try to manipulate and today for twat the truth. When I get this interview for you, when I don't see him, I play him extensively more than a year because we know say Eric Tato they do a strong campaign against Barrister Fro after he not successfully plan a assassination and after he not succeed with the plan made to assassinate Barrister Fro for Yaoundé. He will be shocked. He will not say Barrister Fro will even mention. You know when some person plan me to do something for you, he knows so you don't know. Then you be talking at the person, you mention that thing. The way the person is shake, you see body language. You see the way Barrister Fro talk about the assassination plan. Where they plan for key. You see Eric Tato, you see her because he be still there in planning. You see her, Eric Tato shake. You see the way he becomes so uncomfortable. You see him because he be there in the planning. Now the thing be they happen. When I don't forget the interview will take place before Pab one fly go Cameroon. So Eric Tato by this time and the West and they already communicate with La République for kill Pa. They give you information. They don't give you flight itinerary. Now, something I almost see for here. Something I almost see. Pa no disrespect Ayok Tabe. He make and clear say he no go tell Ambazonians some things because he want keep it clear and it's secret. Even for me, I bring Pa for my show. I pressurize Pa to Pa deny tell me say he no go talk. When I be when I see him. He say he write a book. And only to get for Boya, he go answer some of those questions. And I respect that. I respect your opinion. But I want to see why some people they be so diabolic. Because they hate truth. They hate truth simply because Barrister Fro stand for the truth. He stand say he no go care about his career. This is somebody where he don't risk his whole life. Now man, this way he be there for Cameroon, he be get a good career, he be there fine. All his life he don't work, he dey fine. The powerful fish she don't back talk, so you know something. Wait till happen for the real for me happen. He take his money for La République, he should don't for his arms, he no do nothing. How the revolution will end, he no care. Just like Nijon do. People die because of Nijon. Nijon at one point, he don't go take his own breath, he should only quiet. He dey chop, he dey fine. But this Pa said no. Pa stand for resist the ills of the revolution. He resists both La République and he expressed both the internal enablers. Today, they want kill you. And the sad thing about so you get some Ambazonians away that they be deceived by the same people like Eric Tato and Ayok Tabe Julius, where they want we go back for imprisonment with La République, for slavery with La République. They want manipulate the narrative out there. Just imagine. Because I play this interview, me Ambazonians see where Barrister Fro be talk and how he be justify him. Even for this very Eric Tato with the caution today, wait way be tell you. Even for Ayok Tabe, the way that they fight it today, which way Pa be talk and he talk him. He still stand for it today. And now whether with me personally, I crown Barrister Fro say he be a protector of this Ambazonian revolution. In fact, the greatest protector. I don't talk and say, when I just imagine for once this power be compromised. Imagine for once. You see, today now, while revolution not mature, reach to a level where we don't know plenty things then. We don't know plenty things then. Because if personally Dr. Sako compromise today, Ambazonian they will kick it out on ABC. If personally Sechi Chris compromise today, it will be easy for we now for kick it out. Because we don't get structures the way it was hard for you to manipulate all these structures then. You see. But back then, most of we get a lot of trust and hope just for Ayok Tabe alone. That means we will be so blinded. Even today, you know why we plenty people that sit there behind Ayok Tabe Julius. Not because they don't know which way they do it be wrong. I believe so much that these intelligent Ambazonians where they watch me, even the one way they just be behind me, not because they believe so which way they do it be correct. Now because they will not sacrifice their heart for Ayok Tabe Julius. They will not give their heart and their love for you totally. Where you know some way the way you see give your heart for some person where you off your brain. It's like some small girl. How can I get away that they fall in love? You see woman they fall in love so he just off your brain. Where even if the man they kill he see there for that house. He say I go die for you. All man they look and say I said they use na medicine for your head. And I saw some man picking and you know that kind of man picking when they fall in love, then they fall in love with all man for neighborhood. All man, even their mommy and their papa, they say that woman spoil you. The man don't fall in love, they don't off his brain. He off his brain. And I saw some of these supporters of Ayok Tabe Julius then they because when they be see say Ayok Tabe Julius come up and because they get the and the people by the way, Moon, I don't misunderstand me. Most of these Ayok Tabe supporters them now people the way they want freedom. They be not sacrifice all their life, they know the search for freedom. So they can see an instance where Ayok Tabe come and Ambazonians they give you the support, he stand out, he talk their language. So they just give you all their heart. They don't put their brain in. Now Ayok Tabe don't can disappoint them, but because of their heart, they be overwhelmed. So they be like that woman where either for a relationship, the man they treat you bad, but he don't know where to go. He don't just don't weak. That's what most of them do. But the younger generation, because some of we will get the mind power and the willpower, will know how to, for separate beings, take dust away. We also not allow anybody for pull we. And thank God for people like a Barrister Fu, we get a legal mind and a sound mind for do it, for separate the wrong from the good. He look at, and as a lawyer, an individual, he don't always fight for justice. If he get a choice to make, Barrister Fu be surely get a choice to make for choose for be quiet or for choose for speak up. And I thank God because he take the right choice. Because just imagine say Barrister Fu go be quiet. It's just for your arm. Maybe he take his small money for La Republique. He say, well, me enjoy the rest of your life after you don't owe. No. What's over there today? But because Barrister Fu na a patriot, he stand firm for defend the revolution. And today, it will hurt those where they be try for kill you. Those who think say it will be easily manipulated, now that they're looking out like the enemy of the revolution. More go ahead. I want to analyze these things. And for sure now why Barrister Fu be a protector of this revolution. Because we talk about addressing the roots of the happenings. Now don't forget, we want to address the roots, and I will come by the end of this particular videos I will tell you why I play these videos So when I just continue to watch, more continue.
Just say before you want to do this.
I want him to be careful to whom he talks to.
That's because some people interpreted it as though Barrister Fu said that Seseko is already until they were making conspiracies saying that there is a Franco.
I am still saying that my president has been compromised. Let heaven and earth come down.
So when you want to explain exactly the
no.
I love this part. Even for every tattoo they try to twist the talk. Part is say, I am still saying that my president. It is refer for Ayok Tabe. He still call he president. And this part, Maza, the part a blessing. See, this man is a blessing to Ambazonians. My goodness, if we get 7 of the kind, no, continue.
I don't want to get into the evidence because I will be crossing the line, professional line.
Right.
I have made one statement, one clause, one, well, you can call it. I said, the president, Mr. Ayuk Tabe, Sesiku Ayuk Tabe, has been compromised. There are many ways of compromising. You look, whether you like it or not, even if you didn't meet with Ayodun Bondo, I will make the same statement.
Right.
Because he has been making phone calls in that place, doing teleconferences with the surrogates in South Africa. They have messed him up.
Oh, I understand where you go.
They have messed him up.
Probably he has been compromised by the South African people.
Oh, yes, my friend. And not only that, La République de Cameroon too. They have messed him up and they have given him the worst advice. And he did that without consulting the team that he has, 39 lawyers so far. That the interim government put 35 and the bar put 4. I don't know of any lawyer that he confided in. Huh? And if he confided in a lawyer, I don't know which lawyer would allow him to issue that document. The document dissolving the interim government.
Right.
And with all that, I had not even...
But, you know, generally, I think your statements are comforting to the Ambazonian people because they were like, you know, I followed social media very closely as a journalist and as an activist, and a lot of conspiracy theories were already going out there.
Yes.
Now, I got to put a pause here because I want to get something. Even Eric Tato, the confirmed for say, generally, your statements are what comforting to the Ambazonian people. Referring, now back then, Eric Tato, when Pa talk say, Ayok Tabe be compromised, and Pa make an clear say, he say he go talk, he get the evidences. You see, he said, but he no one go into that for this particular interview because it would break a lot of rules. Even Eric Tato, and then Pa no end for the Pa talk say, he said even the telephone calls the way Ayok Tabe Julius the make which the South African cabal, he talk him. So with the people for South Africa, they don't condemn me. Now, who be the people for South Africa? What would they talk for the revolution? A lot of things in the Ambazonian people know this here. The South African cabal, Milan, how do you want them? When I call them, when I have me write their name, they might read them. All these people for South Africa, they don't play a great role for the destruction of Ayok Julius Tabe. They play a great role for trying to destroy this revolution. This South African cabal, Milan Atem, all the rest of them, when I name them for myself, they don't play a great role for trying to destroy this revolution. Now, when party talk of here and it expose them, how many of we, when I meet and when I will not say, Ayok Julius Tabe be the game meeting and telephone call with South African cabal? It take advice from them. I don't ask them for this show plenty of times, say, now who will be the advisor of Ayok Tabe Julius? Now we'll begin to see and say, imagine, say, person in Milan, now the advice Ayok Julius Tabe. Just imagine. So now person in Milan, or how they call the one when they talk for ACB, so we begin to talk so where they call it, wait here. I don't forget that name. We to sabi talk, they run him up anyhow. That kind of people where they don't be out of the interim government. They not be member for the interim government. They not they work again for the revolution. They don't give up on the revolution. But not them be the advice Ayok Julius Tabe after it don't be held incommunicado for this long. So how you be ever expecting Ayok Julius Tabe go be in a sound mind in the dungeons of La République, still under the influence of La République? By no means, I pity Julius. I pity this man. I pity that man. Where a devil, Satan is more brother like Milan. Now be the key advice. You see that the revolution be bound for be hijacked by La République because we know today, Milan and La République, they never see open up for Naira case. We know say Milan he handed it. We know. Now we get the proof and evidence say Milan he handed it. We get the proof and the evidence saying failure on Congo he handed it. Because now that we openly work with La République and they go Yaoundé frequently without any problem. But something that we get for understand for here, Papa and Mommy then. Say, if all the things that be happen for our back, we don't know. If Barrister Funo be can't talk him, we will know. No, just think for once, Barrister Fu be by any means be compromised too. He no can open up in honesty for talk. What's over there today? Now, one other thing before we continue the audio, more here. Tawe Barrister Fu talk all these things. Every Tato talk and say, oh, it's a big comforting to the Ambazonian people because now then they understand the truth. If we regard them then as the truth. Because wait, you know, because then you know be there against if we now you know say he accept from them say as a truth because say La Republic money no be don't enter your pocket. Blood money no be don't enter as I be told. And so when that blood money enter, it turn person in hate. Would it come to that? Continue.
That compromise will mean that he has taken money from. Let me just.
Well, we don't get that one. Make I bring up the next video. I put on the next video because now we don't come now for the most interesting part. I want to understand. I play these things because I want more to see something, more get something out of this. Let me play.
There should be no.
Just say before you want to do this.
I want him to be careful to whom he talks to.
But because some people interpreted it as though Barrister Fu said that Seseko is already until they were making conspiracies saying that there is a Franco.
I am still saying that my president has been compromised. Let heaven and earth come down.
So when you want to explain exactly the
no. If I don't want to get into the evidence because I will be crossing the line, professional line.
Right.
I have made one statement, one clause, one. Well, you can call it. I said the president, Mr. Ayuk, Mr. Seseko Ayuk Tabe, has been compromised. There are many ways of compromising people. You look, whether you like it or not, every Cameroon.
So why all this story about him being a federalist?
I don't know where that story is coming from. Look, don't ask me. It is you, the story gets here. It is you, the Ambazonians here. Whatever you say here does not engage me in any shape or form.
Right.
I have made that statement. The cabal in South Africa. Let me. I know you will come to ask me about this finances thing, but let me tell you, Eric, I have not received any money from South Africa. The money that came for the filing of the habeas corpus, which Timothy Mbesa, who was working as a legal advisor to the interim government, told the interim government that it was not necessary. Our learned colleague in this America, Barrister Bobga, I give him all the credit for being the motto behind us succeeding in taking Ayuk Tabe and his government from that incommunicado detention to where they are today. How? Bobga is the one who sent us that money. That money first went to Bamenda. Barrister Young took 1 million from there and gave 150,000 in the office of Bobga. You know he has a chambers in Bamenda. Now, it will remain with 850. Another money came through another woman, which Barrister Ndong in Yaoundé received 500,000. All that money we sit down, we do the filings, we do everything. And let me also say this. I know you are going to ask, but let me jump the gun. Tabeyang has been dating me all over the place. I want Tabeyang to publish all the money he has sent to me.
Right.
Let him publish it with evidence. Because all the money that we receive from the interim government, 3 of us, the 3 core lawyers who started this thing, who did the habeas corpus and got them out of the set, we are the 3 who have been managing all the funds that come from the interim government. You follow me?
Yeah, sure I do.
Now,
I know Barrister Ndong is there.
Barrister Ndong, Barrister Young, and myself. We distribute the money according to delegations. The Northern Zone delegation has 15 lawyers. We give that is being managed by Barrister Young. The Southern Zone was managed by, you will not believe this, Benjamin Eno. Benjamin Eno has not been very regular in the trials of Ayuk Tabe. Because he's a member of the Cameroon Bar Association. What does that mean? Mean that your brother is in jail, you will not take part in defending him? But he comes once in a while. I wouldn't say that he has not been coming, but he comes once in a while, and he has not shown some loyalty to this defense. But at least he was the one managing the money that went to the Southern Zone. And I have records of him, of the money he received from me. For Tabeyang to throw this debt on me, for Tabeyang to throw that debt on me,
we also
listen, he will have to prove it. If he doesn't prove it, I know how I'm going to get him to prove it.
You're going to take him to court?
Just wait. Just wait. Tabian is playing with the snake. I went to Boston.
Powerful. Wonderful. Now, I want to end for that video for day, but I make a few comments about this video. You see, by the way, next week Saturday I go to get Barrister Fru for this my platform. I go bring Barrister Fru for here because some few things in there I want to discuss with Barrister Fru, and I want ask you for life. But before then, you know that Barrister Fru, when I look Barrister Fru now, my brain no fit comprehend which kind of man that man be. The man, and the still try to study that part, and if that, let me see, because if you look the pie life, and we see how the pie be committed for this revolution, for his age, it marvel me. At the big challenge, me, Mr. Nanchop, at the big challenge for work hard for the Ambazonian people. Because if I see a papa they do one way for his old age, after all his achievement, a barrister, a lawyer for all these years, then now, and the way he be faithful, he be unmovable, unshakable, I be challenged. I be personally challenged. Because we see for here, even the interview with Grand Eritator, we see how it disprove Eritator openly. And it be so shameful, say, the very Eritator don't forget this interview with the Barrister Fru. Now he go out there today, he go make nonsense statements. The lady one, ma put one for scheme on a year. When I hear foolish way they talk, when I hear a person job is stupid.
Now, I just squarely on Sako for the bad thing where Sako do. He chop money from my chip to boya, mess up money. I think that the boss had they get second account. Come and tell say talk am. Then you get an old man the food on so you come for a lawyer he give you can talk the truth. You don't can do this food on so if you like no if you doubt no. If you say that part in food name na money, he like money like devil like that body. Now so food on so there. He's a criminal. I don't get no respect for that part again ever. Now I talk and no say when I want to talk about person because Pa John so I be looking at the live.
Una hear? No, a few minutes ago, right? I play on a video on a year have Barrister Fru the Grand Eritator an explicit interview. If it be say Eritator be get any doubt or any question where you no clear, for that interview you be get for asking. You daring a person 1-to-1 in front of camera, Ambazonians are watching. You tell the man, why you not talk openly say the man a criminal? Why you not ask you the question for it directly? No, you go for back. Why you don't go take your own money? You can't spoil the person in name, talk all rotten things and evil against that person. See, this is not a shame. And I like what you Barrister Fru talk. It challenged so all these activists where they insult you. May they enter plane with you, they go for Douala, they go before inside TV station. They talk against the government openly. No, not for end for social media. You do run your mob, they coach people for social media. Now activism that. Go to Cameroon, go to La République du Cameroon, go and challenge the government like he did. For those where they say you don't get the money, excuse me, more alliance something. How much money when I say the interim government get away if you pay Barrister Fru? Person where all life, you don't work. Person where he go sacrifice. When I say everybody owe issue Barrister Fru, even if you don't go for pension, as person where you get chambers, you say if you pass it for the get 2 or 3 cases every month, no more be real. And plus the money where La République go to try for Becky for offer email shut up him up. For people where they want more believe say Barrister Fru they bribe you or they give him which money. How much money we will get now for diaspora of Figi? You know how much money when La République pump them in for keep people them up quiet for the revolution? You know how much money when La République pump them in? Person go deny all that kind of thing. Go come in and give how much money? $500 or $200? So something in the way, it no make sense. It no be logical. When some person he make some kind of claim like Eric and the rest them, it no make sense. It no be logical in any way. It no fit back them up. And sometimes I ask myself the question, why are they doing this? Why are they doing this? It's be simple. To propel their own personal agenda. They want to deceive you who you watch them. Say, oh, Barrister Fru don't take money for interim government. Now why they can't talk say Pabi compromise? Very good. 1 year ago or over 1 year ago, when Barrister Fru began to say Ayok Tabe the talk with La République Oh, every tato they command the koshi, every tato I go slappy. He talking at Dr. Sakoron pay. But today, Papa and Mami them today will get the proof. And we'll get the proof say true. Barrister Fu be talking na true say Ayok Tabe the talk with La Republique na true. We don't see it now. Me and you will not be no say as a matter of fact, Ayok Tabe be don't go write a letter, go give for La Republique say made a give with special status. Now I play for my last show and I say when Nick Castel Santos they can't talk him. So the delegation from Yaoundé come to with them. When he take a letter from Ayok Tabe, so all this communication don't happen. And of course, because Barrister Fu not be one be part of this, it tell Ambazonia say let Ayok Tabe tell the people of Ambazonia what business, what deal, what communication he's having with La Republique. What is bad in that? Papa and Mami them, when I ask yourself, what did that man do way bad? If he say Ayok Julius Tabe the make plan molo, nyayo, country with La Republique. He can talk and say, hey, Ambazonian people, I see a danger. Ayok Tabe so he do something the way you know sweet to my eye. Maybe I can't tell you what you do. You get people every time to them, they will come here to the talk.
They will get an old man a Fujon so you come for a lawyer you give can talk the truth. You don't come on this Fujon say if you like no, if you don't know. If you say that part in food name na money. He like money like they will like that body.
So Eric Tato, how much money you say you feel give Barrister Fu or whosoever feel give you for compromise the Ambazonian revolution where La Republique never give? No, more be real. That's where La Republique don't be inside La Republique, he fight against La Republique as I start showing at the beginning of the show. Right? La Republique never give who's kind of money for say me shut up. It's denied for take him. So you go can't take me $100. Yeah, $100. Now you go can't cost money, papa, for social media. You will run your mob anyhow they talk just because you want to support your follow back by man. Let's say the Ambazonian independent of war of independence not become a tribalistic war. It be sad. This thing be very sad. It not be something to laugh about because some people don't turn this war and this revolution now to a tribalistic war. And it be sad. Now, I want to put something for screen because it came up to my knowledge for this so-called, I put this thing for screen, when I don't surely see this thing, they call and say Opera app news. When I saw app where if you always, anybody if you download them, then it make it whatsoever. Then even I read the headline for this Opera app news where it come up, when I see it to an individual right now. I want to show now witchcraft. I want to show now say witchcraft now when you stand for the truth, you defend the truth, and then you get people where they go hate you, they be willing to kill you, they be willing to go all extra miles, for do all kind of evil, just because they want to fight the truth. I don't ask you, Papa, Mami, them. So who's up for be today? If Barrister Fu, we can't talk the truth for we. We can't expose. Then we will get people where they can't make the kind of thing. Just look where to this one right. It says John Fu saw an empty suit running and talking on empty should shut up. Why do I want an English show? Empty that is not even a complete grammar. Yeah. Oh God. Especially if and they will call themselves say they be journalists them. They go journalist school. They not even make a header where a complete sentence in grammar. Look what you're writer. And I kind of thing in this because if you read this, you see you cannot tell Eric that they do. Now that they try now for go out for social media for destroy the pie name. Look at the kind of things they are propagating out there. Look at the kind of that they write against Barrister Fu. They write all this nonsense because the man stand for the Ambazonian revolution. He stand with the Ambazonian people and he decides he not go take bribe, he go expose anything we go jeopardize the Ambazonian revolution. So now you get the Eric Tatos and the rest of them. They don't go, they make all this kind of thing for they see the money name. Some of you don't actually read this right up. But for some of you I never read them. Or when I don't read them, when I don't be brainwashed for believe those things. I want expose, just give me 5 minutes before we go for Ayeke, the topic. When I give me 5 minutes, I expose some things for this paper. Where you go make una laugh. And when I go see how the person will do this, it be just worse than a fool. Let me put this on the screen. Now, when I see the person in the travel talk, it's the latest poster child of whatsoever, blah, blah, blah. By the way, more concentrate for the part they were on the line now. I was standing up for the play. He said, in his frustration, now referring to Barrister Fu, he said, this wretched piece of misery called John Fuso suffers from delusions. You see, there is to go on and write a lot of things. He said, his nuisance value and himself relevant to, he said, in the Ambazonian struggle. By the way, Barrister Fu need to try to make himself relevant to the Ambazonian struggle. He already be relevant for we. More with the underlying one, he said, Nso has taken to social media platforms to attack President Sisiko Ayoktabe and the Naira 10. Now, this is a very, very, very false statement. The first underlying statement is Nso don't take to the social media platform for attack President Sisiko Ayoktabe Julius and the Naira 10. No. On no instance, I want to challenge whosoever wrote this nonsense. Give me one instance where Barrister Fu John Nso don't come for social media, can attack President Sisiko Ayoktabe Julius and the Naira 10. No. He never do one. For the fact that he can't say Ayok Julius be compromised, he no attack the Naira 10. I never see attack. When you say attack the Naira 10, you try to say you don't attack Pa Fongalafo. You don't want to talk say you don't attack Dikintasang. You don't want to say you don't attack all these people. Them. No, and I never see one instance where Barrister Fu attack any of them, the Naira 10. For the fact that Sisiko Ayoktabe Julius be stupid, and he be evil, and he be so selfish, where he want try for use that dictator spirit with inside for manipulate the Ambazonian people under the influence and the advice of the South African cabal and La République du Cameroon. And say Ambazonians they no go accept them, and Barrister Fu no go abide to that. It no mean say he did against the Naira 10. Now person this way he fight, he give his life for the Naira 10. And today, he talk about it very well, clearly, clean and carefully. Say they go fight till they come out. As a matter of fact, I remember some of these people where they travel talk nonsense against Barrister Fu. May they hear some of the things the way he talk.
If it doesn't call a ceasefire, the war will persist. But let me say something about this Amnesty International. When on the 22nd of September 2017, young people came out with peace plans and made a peaceful march to open fire and kill some. On the 1st of October, this government decided to massacre young people by using helicopter gunships, shooting and killing young people. We don't know the exact number of those who died, but if I take Mr. Weber from his investigation, 122 young people died on that day. Where was Amnesty International? Amnesty International will come now after 2 years of conflict and come and throw a report and blaming both sides. He who declared the war, a president who uses arms bought by taxpayers' money and declares a war on a part that he claims is part of the country. He is supposed to face war crimes like Mr. Frundi said. And Mr. Frundi is limiting the war crime to what happened in Santa. I would say that the war crimes started being committed right from the 1st of October 2017, right up to where they started burning villages. They have this scorched earth policy where they enter villages, they burn them, chase the people are in the forest and all living in the forests. There are people living in exile in Nigeria and all around. Amnesty International will come 2 years after and blame both sides because they have nothing to say. If they have nothing to say, they should go back and work in Syria, Afghanistan, and all the other places. Because they have no interest in Africa. Because I cannot believe the type of report that Amnesty International has issued talking about blaming both sides. Environment for negotiations to take place. What you people are calling dialogue, I mean, as a lawyer, I don't know what dialogue means, but I know that after every conflict, the parties sit around the table and negotiate. Let's negotiate. And there are only two points on the table, Emanuela. The first is whether we are continuing this union as Anglophones. And the second is whether we are going away and on what condition. If we are continuing, what are the conditions? If we're going away, what are the conditions for separation? Because the most the conditions for separation, they have rigged our economy for the last 57 years, and we have paid the heavy price. If I tell you that there are more than 30,000 young Anglophones who have lost their lives in this crisis, and look at those who are in the bushes, in the villages, from Kwakwa right down to Binganjo, going to, I cannot begin to name the villages, Kembong and Manfe, and all the other villages. People are living in the bushes. We pay this price, and somebody, I heard some trigger happy elite of the Southwest called John Tasson telling the BLM youths to put down their guns so that negotiations can take place. He's a madman, because nobody in a conflict would put down his gun during negotiations. Everybody keeps his gun. We may have ceasefire, but everybody keeps his gun. And when we agree, peace can come. Until then, Emanuela, this conflict will continue.
Wow. Wow. Ambazonians. The party talks on inside La Republique. No, you know the nice America. He was talking like this back then inside La Republique du Cameroon and talking to them. And today, some individuals who have collected money from La Republique, they want you to believe that this part is a sellout. No, people wait till Eric Tato show for your life as an achievement. We'll be real. When you want to call anybody, wait till Eric Tato ever achieve a life. No, Papa and Mommy them. If you be say as some Ambazonians they tolerate this witchcraft, you go take a failure, pick away be a failure like Eric Tato. Or like Ayok Tabe Julius, where it be a disgrace to the Ambazonian people. Or this South African cabal, where they go, all they know right now for waiting for the shit on the right nonsense. Waiting they get them. Which of them don't get this kind of bonus? Listen to what this man is saying. Even now, with the airport, they talk to you about the ceasefire or dialogue. Barrister Fubi said this 2 years ago. 2 years ago, he said that even when there will be any form of negotiation, nobody know the drop he gun. Any man they hold a weapon. Where the miss away, Ambazonians they go stand tall. They no go succumb under La Republique. But today, you get people where they want to say, oh, may ceasefire be because they negotiate with La Republique. They want me fight and they put their gun down. Enough work. Enough you work. So which man you go look and say don't take money for La Republique? Man will tell you say, may fight and they put their gun down. They talk with La Republique. Or man will go tell you say, no, hold your gun. Fight La Republique until La Republique agree on which way you want. And Barrister Fruit tell them. He no talk, he tell them for their front inside La Republique. Today you get all these small boys away. They don't know their left from their right. Picking away, they don't feel respect their own papa and mommy them for us. They run their mob for kosh pa Barrister Fruit. Talk nonsense. Write nonsense. We will read some things. More just read the second two will be on the line. When I hear what you write them again. Because I want to see the kind of write up them. More than no. Say not just stupidity. So one writer would say the mentally retarded septuagenarian. And so who is torturing on the borders of some detail whatsoever. He said, describe President Sisiko Ayok Tabe, a man who rose to the, you have to excuse me because of these things in my eyes, to the pinnacle of his profession career through solid academic and personal achievements as a capital fool. Of course. Now, if you read such an article, you should say the person way to write this article, it not be fair with your judgment. No journalist, nobody will get a journalism career and will be fair and will be knowledgeable the report so. The person they try for one side for push Sisiko Ayok Tabe with praises, then it cosh Barrister Fruit. This is a problem. On no instance you can compare Barrister Fruit and Sisiko Ayok Tabe. It's like day and night. You know if you compare them age-wise, Barrister Fruit it be older than Sisiko Ayok Tabe. Achievements. This pardon achieved a lot for a life than Sisiko Ayok Tabe. You know if you even compare you, so it makes no sense for you to come make up this kind of thing. Then you compare Ayok Tabe and Barrister Fruit. And if you hear the tone where the person in travel talk, You see, when you read the rest of the things, you know, say everything is stupid and it's a lie. Because the person actually no barrister for, and I won't be tempted for believe say, now Ayok Tabe Julius, he write this thing, he give person, may go publish him against barrister for. And if that be true, it will only show you how low Ayok Tabe Julius don't come down. Because now, simply because barrister Fook tell Ambazonian people the truth, which today, all we don't see that truth don't be manifested. Now it don't go down this level. We see the other day, Eric Tato the pay young girl, made the girl go take video. He go take video for Saturday. They can license on Monday. And then the taxi driver will carry that girl, he call, he talks say, no, my brother, I be carry that girl inside my motor, if it didn't on Saturday. And we'll see for the video say it was a manipulation. So why all this manipulation? Why all these fake write-ups? Why all these things? You want to defame person in character? Why? Ma, just read the last thing before we go for the part B. When I look the last thing we talk again for here, they talk here, say, he said he was sacked as principal counsel for Naira 10 because of his poor and unsatisfactory performance. So a man wanting an incompetence, sorry, this is my eyeglasses I talk, and if you see, was hired to represent the Naira 10 in Yaoundé and paid handsomely for his unsatisfactory exploits by the interim government of Ambazonian. Now listen, this is nonsense. This is nonsense. Before this, we know me and you say, even the interim government don't talk, say they don't pay barrister for them. And all the lawyers where they be work for that case, they don't pay them. Now, but yeah, you get the interim government, it talks, say they don't ever pay barrister for them for all the work where they do. Then you get somebody make this kind of write-up, they talk her, barrister Fu collect huge sum of money from the interim government. What's the proof? The same interim government, they talk her, he not give money, but you, the claimer, Dr. Barrister Fu, get a lot of money from them. Where is that coming from? Of course, it sounds like Tabenyang, right? It sounds like Tabenyang. Because the only person for the revolution where it funny me, it's nice for be audited. But now they run from one television station to another, from one place to another with fake papers them. For go blackmail people them. They say if a clear conscience fears no accusation, Tabenyang where it's nice for be audited. Now they run all over for talk about people that how you get the money. Why you not bring the proofs? Why you not just bring the proofs? Because you don't get no proof for sure. So you go now for TV station where the thief like SCBC, where they be the thief, they lie within the Amazon and the television station. No, but not thief people where they be the thief who money them. So they say birds of the same feather flock together. Now for that kind of play, you see Tabenyang will go. For go give you report and for go make a fake show. Wait, when I don't miss my show for Wednesday. If after I finish with Tabenyang, Brado. If you go fish show a face again for this outside, because the next time we will see again for public, we put it straight for underground prison for Ambazonia. People like Tabenyang Brado should be, they get for being inside prison. If we don't get Ambazonia like a nation, Tabenyang Brado be get for underground prison because of treason. Treason. You can't be tongue nonsense. You just say Ambazonians are fools. And then the worst, he called the name of Mr. Nanchop. Oh, I don't tell him. The best way just call Mr. Nanchop a name. He's finished. By the way, Wednesday no far. I go grant Tabenyang, I go expose him. When I see how, when I see thief, when I see that thief, no be today start. When I see him, that one no be a topic. But I want to show now how far people can go to defame the character of somebody, just because Barrister Fu refuse for dance their music, just because Barrister Fu deny for say the Ambazonian revolution, they want to kill it today. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Ambazonians. I'm going to play this piece of music and then I'm going to come back for the part B of this show. Stay tuned to Amber Voice and yes, when I come back, we'll go for the part B for this show and then we'll go enjoy which way we'll get them to talk and way I don't prepare them for now today. Till later. Yes, fellow Amazonians, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back from the musical break. This is Amber Voice with Mr. Nanchop, and today we are talking about addressing the roots of the happenings, or the root causes of the happenings. I decided to use the word roots because there are many roots. And then, you know, when you want cut timber, You want cut some tree, you want me that tree die. You must go for the root. You saw you dig and find from the roots. If you not do so, the thing will grow again. And as we did for this revolution, a lot of things that don't happen. We want to address the roots of these things. And one of those things I'm going to bring them out to the screen right now. We will understand something now. This matter for Ayeke, where don't it happen? I want to see how where the matter get a root and origin from, because this thing they create a lot of destruction right now out there. It create a lot of problems, a lot of chakara. By the way, if you are just joining, please, I want you to click on the share button. Click on the share button. Click on the share button. Punch some love sign, please, and let's encourage this Amber Voice platform. Click on the share button. Now, I want to look at this thing. The matter for Ayeke. The matter, it get a deeper root than which really happen. And where would they see this kind of thing, I go open the line, make all who participate, because I want one maybe like Tory for house. I want to make this be like a Tory for house. Because this matter for Ayeke don't become a serious thing. See, we have to learn from which would happen for our other generals then. We see the time where if we start this nonsense, once it go lead to the death of Chacha. We know today who then they deceive Efang and who under who it be. But now the particular one for Ayeke, we know very well say Lebi Alem don't be a zone where it be uncontrollable for La République du Cameroon. And it not be a secret, say La République they work hard, extremely hard, for penetrate Lebi Alem. You see. But if we know wise, we as the people of the nation, for address some certain things and now, and for know how to go about some certain things and now, our revolution will be jeopardized. So I want to watch this video, and I'm going to get some of the things from this video. Take your eyes on a chop Christmas.
My country people them, we don't come again for explain to una why the Ambazonian terror. My country people them, we don't come. My country people them, we don't come again for my country people them. We don't come again for explain to una why the Ambazonian terrorists they burn Bangang village for Libialem. We now watch this video and then we will talk after.
Today, the 26th of April 2019, na soldier them this, where they don't boycott from Field Marshal of the Red Dragons of Libialem, and they be led by General Ayeke Commando. Now in this, yes, where she done for front so. So they don't come for can attack we. The second time, the Tigers of Libialem. So we don't take them, we disarm them, lock them. Now the weapon than this for down, evidence to prove. So I want for tell government say we ready for any come we don't want come for can attack we, because one of his soldier where he empty magazine at round pump action for we. He don't escape, he don't run, he don't go call Kurugwe and Yeneba and Jen come same they can attack we the second time. So they will ready. If government hear anything of that sort, where it don't happen for Libialem, Mogamo when and Northwest not get no nothing for do with Libialem. If they hear, they know say now we don't do them, because they will ready. Commando come the first time, we lucky we arrange things them. Even government know we arrange things them, all will be there fine. But it still come the second time again. They should we that very night. One of his soldier, he emptied that air information for we, nothing, no go. But finally now one of his soldier be dropped. We don't know how his situation there now. Thank you.
So my country people them, when I hear from the
Now, as soon as I watch, I want to understand something. I write down something for that video. No, when we watch a video like this, a message they will get from the video. I want to get something. we see for here when I see Ayeke and these boys them. The person where the report, he make a statement. He make two striking statements. First, it is waiting. He say Ayeke, he don't desert away from Field Marshal. It means he don't run away from Field Marshal. Ayeke don't run. That means Ayeke be the work with Field Marshal under the Red Dragons. Then Ayeke become a criminal. He run away from Field Marshal. Mona note that. The person in the top here say, after Ayeke done that, he don't go attack the tigers of Lebialem. So some two things they would say over here. It show we say from the origin, Ayeke been a rebel. Where he run away from Field Marshal from this Lebialem fighters, where be controlled by Field Marshal. He try now for do it. He don't go up your own people, then that we don't capture them. In the top here say Ayeke try for go attack the tigers them. The tigers are hold you captive. And then this way they don't cash in at the boys them. They even make a statement, the person where they report even talk about commando and the rest. I don't want to go into that detailed story because I want more focus today on the root for Ayeke story. Now, I want to ask you yourself this question, Papa Mami then. Pikin where he talk say he fight for Una. He fight for the revolution for Una. He run away from Field Marshal. He can't do it. He can't enter now for this other side. Then he attack other camps the way that he fight for the Ambazonian revolution. More ask yourself the question. If Ayeke true, he fight for the Ambazonian revolution, who say he fight against La Republique? Why he attack now other camps them? We show them for you, they don't capture you. And I don't talk it to say, one of the problems for the revolution is we Ambazonians will be too good-hearted. Because we never understand so they at war. Now so they be cash Efang. When Efang go kill Chacha. Chacha Kashi. They disarm me. They play with ye. They go release it. They say, no, may they do something, may they save ye, may they talk with ye. Commando do the same thing. Commando can't attack them. They cash commando. They say, oh, now our brother, more play ye, more advice ye, more warn ye. Commando don't go become a big rebel. I don't know why he's sitting on a rebel. I cannot talk on that. So I don't want to talk on which one to be sure. What I don't change. But now, Efang become a thorn of the flesh, even today. So that today don't become a strong thorn in the flesh of Ambazonians. And for Bui, we know it don't lead to the death of many generals, Chacha, the Bui warriors, all the trouble inside Bui. Now because of Efang and the rest of them. We not forget that sometimes be the way ADF, Evitator, Tapang Ivo, and the rest of them, they be the claim say the IG don't kill Efang. As a matter of fact, I will handle that one on another show because I get the videos them. When at the end they attack the interim government, they say the 23, including Efang and the rest where IG kill them. They've deceived many Ambazonians and for belief say IG give command for the killing of 23, including Efang. All of the sudden we see Efang they alive, he the waka, he the kill other people. That means say Efang don't jail up for die. No, when I answer we. But so one thing be a threat. Efang become a threat to the people, they capture he, they release he can become a notorious person. Now in this, Ayeke, he desert away from Field Marshal, from the Red Dragons, where they don't deceive he don't go become a threat to the people, they capture he, they release he don't become now the worst. I want to show when I say, from the word go, Ayeke be don't be deceived, and I will tell when I will deceive Ayeke, when I will see him. More when I see the next video, I want to put on the screen now. More when I see the next video, I want to put it on the screen now because una see.
Wow, this Bangang on fire. The whole village down into ashes. We don't need this name again called Bangang inside this land. No nonsense. This is Bangang. Everything down. Fire left and right. All over fire in Bangang. Plantains down. We don't need anything in Bangang again to exist. People can see the way Bangang is. There's fire inside all houses because this place, we thought, we did not really know, but at the end of the day, we discovered that even civilians here were terrorists. So we have decided to cancel that name called Bangang. Terrorists. They want to tell us that freedom fighters.
Okay, for Fowe Bakundu, all of these ones them now and the Amber Fools. Elok, ego stop.
Okay. I'm very sorry because for the kind of video I use, but the source of the video, sometimes the way you want to get the facts, you must do your findings. And you know, it's easy to get these videos, but I want to understand something. When I see Ayeke and the boys, them, they burn villagers, them, their houses. They kill the people, their crops, them. They want to know that the work will send what people for go do. No fighter for a right sense will go the key farmers, their crops, them, your own people, them, you burn their houses. But do one them, I want show na do one an action and the characteristics for fighters the way they don't be bought over by the enemy. They don't fight the enemy again, they fight none of the people. When they fight the enemy again, then they fight under the people. As though that will not be enough, we'll now get the next one from Ayeke.
Yes. Today the 28th June 2020, we meet Major General Ayeke of the guerrilla fighters of Alon. And they come out with this strong video. And they salute all Ambazonian citizens, home and abroad. And they come out today with this video purposely for Oliver the Cocker, alias FM. And they come out because something don't hold me. I want to give a live message for Oliver. Okay. Oliver. Now me Major General Ayeke. They talk for you. Direct. And I still repeat for reply your audio. Where don't say if I get testis, I reply you. I don't reply you with audio. I feel say maybe you feel tossing up in my voice. Before I come again with video for tell you say na Major in person.
Now if when I listen to this video, and also some of when I don't watch them and I know I'm bored now. If you listen to the words of Ayeke, you see and say a problem, he get a bitterness against Field Marshal. The bitterness where they express them against Field Marshal, I never see for one video express that kind of bitterness against La République. And I have a problem with that. I never see Ayeke come out, make a video, express the kind of bitterness against La République soldiers where they kill our people. No, we see in our boys that they burn villagers, their houses, and cut their crops and destroy them. We never see you go do the kind of thing for La République territory. If you go do them inside La République territory, I will say okay. But for sure, when I say the kind of person don't be, you don't give up on the revolution and you don't become an enabler of the enemy. It put a pain on the Ambazonian people. It fight against the Ambazonian people and against the Ambazonian leaders and fighters there. You see, it be sad. But why did it be so? And whose side did it come up from? Of course, na Ayok Tabe and Eric Tato, na their handwork this. And some other ones they don't be bought over for La République. Like Ellis Smith them, and Nyambere them, na their handwork this. Because you see the problem with it, I say when you get a fighter like the one way, you don't know why he fight for. Where he be a hungry belly fighter. Fighter where he be easily deceived. You see, it become a problem. Now, Ambazonians will be to get an opportunity for solve this problem, will not solve it. And this problem don't grow. And if we not be careful, this problem can become a thorn on the flesh because now, just of reason, I'm not going to play the audio or the video. When I see and say, Ayeke don't go now the key Field Marshal in general them. Ayeke know the key La République soldiers again. Ayeke know the fight La République again. It the key and La République people. It the fight now, as a matter of fact, it be out now for counteract Ambazonians them. When I hear what you talk for here, just listen to what you talk.
You know if you take and display for battlefield. You know if you now the nonsense this. They call themselves Fontima Suwanyi. Something where no fish shoot man for 30 meters. They contribute money hanam. They say they take and produce gun will be powerful. Now the nonsense this. Only heavy, way heavy. You know if you take and display for battlefield. You know if you shoot man for 30 meters. But the Ambazonian people see inside their money they go. More Oliver and his brother start the fool people. Now what is this? They say the shoot man a big strong pass AK-47. Now some of you boys, when son and family come kill Major General Ayeke, they come before I catch them take this thing. Now the thing is, where when money to go, somebody send money, make they can produce nonsense, send them for camps. This is the rubbish. When I stop the food, Ambazonian people. If the country me money for they can buy weapon, when they can buy weapon.
When I see a fool, it China when I hear that agenda, it's when I stop for contribute money, it's when I contribute money for take and buy weapon, and take and buy weapon. In other words, Ayeke discourage nationally, homemade product. He want me to go buy weapon for sir. Ayeke will never ever produce even rubber gun for key bets. Now he attack Field Marshal the Great, say he know brother they deceive Ambazonian product. Now when I hear the word we use him, he choose the word rightly. He say use the word deceive. That word no sound like the word where Eric Tato they always use on show. Or Mark Berata. Why? Why? When I not forget say just of recent, Field Marshal be talk say Ayok Tabe Koli from prison. Ayok Tabe Koli from prison. So now we don't see the connection. If Ayok Tabe be try for call Field Marshal bounce the call. Maybe and surely he don't try for call Ayeke. And now, more assume say Ayok Tabe don't call Ayeke. He don't talk with he. I would also see Ayeke the behave the way. Which that one is showy. Because Ayeke now know the fight La Republique again. He the fight now for do for key Field Marshal and the fighters them when they fight La Republique. That means say he don't become against the revolution. In other words, there are people where they engineer you from abroad. They don't give you a negative agenda and an idea for the fight against the Ambazonian fighters them. Papa, mommy them, I want to come and judge the matter. How wanna look the matter? How wanna take office of the matter? As for me, something that we don't see within revolution as a trend. Whenever we catch a fighter where he do bad thing, would he leave it alive? We say more pardon, more give warning. But that fighter, it go become worse. It go become worse. It happened for Efang. It happened for Commando. It happened Ayeke. When I name the rest the way that happened for them, would the cash fighter the way that they do bad things? We'll go left and say more just warn them. When they go out, they go become notorious. And then they start lead to the death of our own people. We no one they can see me happen inside Libya. God forbid you one week or some monitor can you say Ayeke don't go make. When I not forget say Ayeke be then a person who work under Field Marshal. So he know Field Marshal in plenty secrets them. And now he don't go enter the enemy hand. And this enemy them now people like every tattoo the way they deceive you, give money, because they want me fight against Field Marshal. One, ask yourself the question. Why he fight against Field Marshal? Because Field Marshal they fight now for Ambazonians. He know they fight against Ambazonians. I never ever see Field Marshal come one day in Born Village. We never see Field Marshal, he can't cut you with their crop. We never see Field Marshal can make the kind. Even when Field Marshal they make audios and videos, he always talk against La République du Cameroon. That one they show we say true. That one are the fight away did for our side. Because when Field Marshal can talk, he always talk against La République du Cameroon. But for we see Ayeke, he did the inside talk now against Field Marshal and against other generals them. Ayeke they always go attack other camps them, just like Efang. We don't need any explanation again for no say these ones them they against the revolution. But how can we do and what we get for do for stop them? I want to make something before when I will start call. Something we get for see them. We don't see for the revolution. So whenever we catch a general where he do something or person where he be a fighter, he do some bad thing, we leave it alive. He go turn become a notorious person. See, as for me, Mr. Nanchop, once a fighter it deviate and it show an iota of evil inside you. Once a fighter it start behave, it show a simple silence, say it work with La Republique. And when I get that, for instance, when I just imagine so that time they be cash Ayeke way because we go attack that camp. I don't play the video for here. If they be deal with it, they be give the let me say, because when you start tolerate something, that thing go. Ayeke go camp for can attack a camp. You know what it mean? For fighter, for weakness, they want go attack a camp. That means if he get an agenda. The question they begin for holy, the interrogative for know why he go do them. They don't be asked the why. The question number one, why? I don't talk for this show say. When person do something, would always be moved by the person don't do the thing, the person don't do the thing. No. We get for understand the why. I believe say Ayeke be go for go attack that camp for the Tigers then before when they be capture it because it be engineered by some people them. It be already be compromised. For the fact that he run away from Libya, Ayeke be already be compromised. And then he not only run away from the Red Dragons them, he go start attack other camps them. He show now say Ayeke don't this spoil. He don't become an enemy. And they begin for treaty as such. No, they catch it, they keep it, they interrogate it, they let it go. What has become of him today? Which don't become of it today? He don't start making another the key generals. Now he don't be engineer now with the key generals. And some of them now one way they don't catch it, they go levy. It will lead to their dead now. See, brothers and sisters, we are at war. We did for war. And for war time, no not time for play. If you want to play your enemy, you want to be friendly with your enemy, it will kill you. It's either your enemy kill you or you kill your enemy. I don't talk to say war no be thing for soft heart people. Pity no get for this thing. If anybody, even in your brother, I don't see case. My brothers, my father something. I don't talk with person for ground zero. He tell me say, Pa, they kill my brother for my phone. He say, but I no vex because my brother be then a black leg. He blood brother want know you. I call if I ask him, how for the man will be play football. You know that kind of man when I be play football for Kate. He say, Pa, they don't kill that man for my phone. They kill him. I say, why? He said that man be then a black leg. He said, I no regret. Imagine. Then you go get person where he can attack your camp. You catch it. You say you want advice. Advice on what? Only for say he get the idea and the attempt. The fact say a person make the attempt for can attack your camp, he already be an enemy of you. Imagine say they be finished with Ayeke and these people then since then. All the noise and trouble children will be. Like probably for the useful now. We'll go do that nonsense. But because one will catch person we want to do evil, we don't get person. I don't know why I don't want to use the word say interim government, but I want to use the word say why our counties them, our LGAs them, why we not allow our fighters, why we not allow a lot of pity. Why we not play when we tuna life? Life no be Nintendo. The life no be Nintendo game. The war be real. And when the year they gone every day for Ground Zero, when they see the fight. Ayeke go come on, he run away from Field Marshal. That one alone, we don't take even a problem. Because since we be run away from Field Marshal, we will hear other small trouble. And those people, the way they be the supporting, no, me Ayeke go open your own camp. Now we go for the understand. And some of them, I remember they inside the interim government. No? Some of them, I remember they for the county. Where they be say they want to support Ayeke, so they go support Field Marshal. We don't see now through the fruits of Ayeke, through the deeds of Ayeke, we know now who Ayeke really be. And maybe today, we don't see these traits for inside Ayeke since years behind. Say Ayeke this so, it no be stable for your mind. Ayeke be easily manipulated, but today when I see what you don't become of Ayeke. If we don't finish with Ayeke since, this trouble no for the. I don't know how we know the land. Why boy then cash Ekema, the whole Ekema for their hand, Ekema Patrick. Ekema give them small money. They say they want to teach you a lesson. They levy. When Ekema go, Ekema become a notorious killer. Ekema kill all that boy them, including their family them. They sent you for Efang. They cash Efang. For finish with you one time. Efang the car for car attack when I catch you. When I know finish you. Chacha levy. Who's a Chacha day today? Efang they still live. Ayeke. They catch you when go attack the Tigers them. They not deal with you today. This thing they repeat it. Why, Papa God? Why? Why would dull so? Why would do so? Why some of our fighters? Why would my brothers? Why not they play with you in a life? You catch person where you don't run, you don't go to fight winner. You go treat you. If they can attack you, you don't treat you like a brother. Now the Ayeke this time they kill other generals. They treat them like a brother. As a matter of fact, if they do that thing because of it, some people in there for diaspora where La Republic don't give them the homework. For key or fighter them. When I don't forget, Tapang I will talk of recent say if they see Field Marshal anyway, may they kill it. And Ayaba, na Tapang I will man. When I don't say Eric Tato Kato and say Ayok Tabe na Ayaba, they get an alienation, they work together. When I say Eric Tato, all to all them, they talk about Ayeke, they call Ayeke, they work with Ayeke. Now, we don't see Ayeke, the key Field Marshal people. And then when one can believe say that people where they send Ayeke may go key Field Marshal fighter and general them. He did for the revolution. No, you want to believe that Ayok Tabe sit there for the revolution, or Eric Tato, or Tapang Ivo. The very Tapang Ivo way tell Nyambere run away. You go meet us success in Congo. Ambazonians say, how will blind show? You know, some of the things that they haunt me because would they see black, would they see danger, would they still want play, want be nice. I didn't even hear some people that they talk say they don't forget the one at war and revolution. They say no, let's be civil. This is a state this is state this, state what? State maniash. I be sorry if I talk, I cannot talk. Would they at war? You go talk say where the one are state fighters and that's state fighters and too. Okay. Would you wash now? No, as soon as one use white coat, right? When one use white coat, when one do everything and with soft heart, when I don't forget say the enemy way you fight, will fight against, you don't get soft heart. If you get the opportunity once, all the commanders the way they come on and fight over Gonzo, I don't know what I tell them. You catch a black leg, fight away, don't deviate. You can't attack you catch it, you levy. You see what has become of Ayeke. See, the earlier will not say this is war, the better. I don't talk about this thing. All this diplomacy, all this trying to be right. La République will be a signatory to the international law. La République not even talk about ceasefire. Now we Ambazonians will sing ceasefire. Oh, so I not even shame. Ayokta don't give condition for ceasefire. Should that be your war? Should that be your statement? La République should be the one worrying about ceasefire. Now La République go for the fear about the Geneva Conventions, not be we. Because them get a trained soldiers, we not get trained soldiers. We'll never cross the boundary for go fight for them. So when they say, no, we'll go for international. What's international criminal court? You there for your house, person can attack you. You kill it. You say the fear, say what. See, now this nonsense is for the revolution way. If for me, I just look at this, some people, their eye never clear. They never know what they happen. They never know so we they at war. And they still treat the revolution the same as some game. No. Brothers and sisters, listen. I don't talk the thing. We play romance with ADF. When I see how ADF kick you, fight at them. When I play romance with Ayeke, when I cash Ayeke and the rest, henceforth for the revolution, may the one be a sync knowledge. If any fighter deviate, he go open a group and he can attack any other camp. Once when I catch him, when I finish with them straight. If not be so La Report, because that one they already show and I say, the fact say, look, transformation now for the mind will change it, now for the mind and for the heart. No, person the physical appearance. Where you saw person, you see person they eat the same way they so, but your head don't change. You see a poem. A physical, you guys still they wear the same clothes, you talk for the same platform, but your head don't change. They don't spoil your head, so it don't crease. Mark Barata, no, still they talk no, still Mark Barata, but your head don't change. Transformation and change they take place now for the mind. Once some person be corrupted in the mind, you will see look the same person, you say, oh, no, my brother, no be your brother again. Now lie, no be your brother again. If Papa God for heaven, he be cast Satan down to the earth when he sees Satan don't change. What about you? God for heaven, he sees Satan don't change. And Satan don't become an ash, he don't become now person where he won't fight against you. The Bible says God cast you out of heaven. Papa God not give you a second chance. He cast you out. Be there to play. No, say where if you be a person I don't fight with you. Person I don't fight with you. If you go take money for life, people can't kill you now. No. When I see what I can do, when we go learn sense for the revolution, say anybody where you don't fight with you, where you don't become now an enemy, where you don't enter. If you only hear it talk now, let's say you communicate with the enemy. You go no say the one, not a person for laugh with. I don't tell when I say even if an activist for the revolution, be it who any of them are activism, fellow brothers when I say. They were go call so I talk with you. I want to say I don't pick my phone and I call JK. I say yes, Mullah Alpha. He said, Mullah Nanchop, you know, so this thing so we don't fight for long. You know, say I no go find say what a man go first take federation, then man go fight for independence. Once I don't hear any activist talk, I can talk so bam, me and you friendship end. I know they go with. Yes, because evil communication they corrupt good manner. I don't want that kind of person from my corner. I never tell if JK they do. I just give an example. I want to know how, once you see any person within a revolution, when I know why I like my friend come UN. Some people they call witches, they say, be radical then. So they go as far for accuse me and come UN. So one spoil, whatever. No, not lie. Now because we don't learn from the past experience and we don't realize we're at war. And at the time of war, everybody is an enemy except otherwise. See, you need to trust person again. You need to trust person again. If that person they are afraid, now so you sleep, you're looking at one eye closed, one eye open for the revolution. If you've been a fighter, They talk all the thing, they say, Comrade Nanchop, you know, Comrade UN, they want to spoil the revolution, they want to do this. You know what happened? They talk. Now, because the one compromise in a kind of way. Once the one start, you go see an enemy, like Ayok Tabe Julius, when now it do all the thing with La Republic, you want to say we. You want my good, she don't talk with me, Ayok Tabe. When it don't make him clear for Ambazonian people, now say he's against independence. You get personally success in Congo. Sorry, failure in Congo. Where it is totally against the independence of the Ambazonian people. Maybe today come out, if they do a small before one come out openly. Then you go, want me for God, you go to talk with you. Personally, Mark Barata, where he don't talk, say if the guy gun, he go kill Dr. Sako, he go kill Chris Anu. Personally, Tapang Ivo, where he don't talk, say he want me to kill Phil Masha. Personally, Eric Tato, where he talk, make Phil Masha die, may they kill Phil Masha, may they kill Dr. Sako. You distinguish, you don't listen to those kind of people, talk to them. On what base? That's a sign of a Judas, a killer. Every Tato planned the assassination together with La Republic of Barrister Frou. Every Tato planned the assassination for Barrister Frou together with Ayok Tabe, just because Barrister Frou can't talk, say Ayok Tabe, they talk with La Republic du Cameroon. He vexed them, so they want kill him. Now Ambazonian is inside the house. See. We'll get an enemy outside the way, be clear. La Republic said they even come out openly. We will not see the one at La Republic. But the one inside the house, I tell you now, if we play with them, then go kill our revolution. By the way, they don't fit kill the revolution, they go delay the revolution. And they go make we get plenty casualties. Them. Brothers and sisters, Papa and Mommy them. Me, Mr. Nanchop, I tell you today, say, fighters, and listen. No double game. No double game. I don't give an example. Me, Mr. Nanchop, come a UN. Even come a UN, I go tell you. I call you and I say UN. If I hear you talk, I just listen, come on, UN. The way you don't talk, I don't suspect you. He go tell you. Because even I don't trust again nobody. If you want a war with them for the revolution, I need trust person. We must fight our enemy. And if I see any person within, if even a friend or a brother, you want to behave so, I know say do one do so, now La Republican attitude to this, I know they talk you. You see, because we dinner at war. We did at war. You know why some of this activism? So one and the way they talk for the revolution, you know why there be compromise. You just say person like Mark Berata, he never be there for the revolution before. Mark Berata be there for the revolution. There was a time when Mark Berata was speaking for the revolution. Yes, Tapang Ivo. When I don't forget, Tapang Ivo don't always stand for a federation. He say one federation. He never ever come out public genuinely for this thing, independence. So when at the end they make one an indivisible Cameroon and the rest. Now, put in that way, their mindset never ever be fixed on a specific goal. They be so indecisive. You see. But I want to give you an example. When I see they don't change the way they change because wait, they don't listen to the wrong voice. Some person don't corrupt them. Some person will be corrupted. They don't go give you a listening ear. They won't pay attention to you. The person corrupt them. Now they don't be. It's a virus. You don't come inside them. As I round up right now, I want to talk about one thing. Papa and Mommy, we done for war. My brother for ground zero, my sister, we did for war. If you go play with your life, you play with the internal enablers of the revolution, you go regret them. This life no be Nintendo game. If they kill you for the first life, you go play the second life. Na lie. When I see all the two I they do so, if we don't stop this thing, and we'll get the ability to stop this thing. Now, it don't make a now La Republic now they spread a lot of falsehood for ground zero. When I see the kind of message like Ayeke try for push him, that the same message where Ayok Tabe the push him, the same message where Eric Tato the push him, the same message where Mark Barata the push him, the same message where SCBC the push him, namely against Chris Anu, against Dr. Sako, and then that message for say that they collect money, that they chop him, that they deceive una. You know that kind of talk now? It sounds like where Eric Tato didn't talk the whole time for my trip to Buya. Oh, interim government, they only collect money, chop him. For who's chop him? For who's approved they say they chop him? How fight I go be for that gun well of your hand, I buy him. So a lot of things and they be for the team matter, I look the matter, a lot of things and I don't want to go into the details. But the particular message I want to bring them out of here, we talk about addressing the root of the happenings. The real root of this problem and the root cause of this problem. Now say wait, we never learn as Ambazonian people. Say once a fighter deviates from us, once a fighter they inside a camp, he come out for whatsoever be the reason. He say one go from his own camp, and then if from his own camp, he come out go attack another camp where be pro-independence. we get for no say that's a problem, and that person must be treated as an enemy. That person must be treated as an enemy. As you say, people that also come as I take calls them, that person must be treated as an enemy. And if we fail for treat that person as an enemy, it could become a thorn to our flesh. We don't see him. Not one time, maybe 2 times. Hold on, I connect you for speaker. Hello. Hold on, sir. Let me connect you to the speaker. Hold on, sir. Let me connect you to the speaker. Yes, hello, sir. You are welcome to Amber Voice. Who is speaking?
This is Ambazonian.
Yes.
I want to greet all Saudi Camerooners listening to you right now. I want to thank you very much, Mr. Clovis. You are doing a fantastic job. And so if you know what you could die minutes. This guy they will tell Amazon. If not now you, wake up, thank you. We need die minutes. Maybe I use you to tell me that Amazon not get no matter how they will fight this law from this guy. So I want to thank you very much for the fantastic job you do. Tell Ambazonian, I said when I hear what brother the talk, when I just for years, when I just for years, the truth, I see the talker. Yes, that God said, oh now, that I will tell you, Ambazonian, they are the pollution that God ordained. Those that God ordained, they get far, they don't see them, then God ordained. And when God is blessed, they will help you. Any step on the way, God is put yours, they will help you. Or jump over that obstacle. Yes, if you see the peace of Ayeke, why would God ask myself, why back on you get the answer is issue. This thing of the thing I say, Ayeke be confused by these guys that was just like Eric or whosoever. No, this is not about the Eric or people of mine. And it is part of the beginning. No, my brother, all these guys they were all planted edges. The only way to believe what they be planted edges. They live in a my brother. They tell them to catch my brother if I'm in the religion.
Well, in my network, the book. Well, Amazonia Boboya network the book. Amazonia Boboya network the book. You get for call again, bro. You talk something good. So as you say, people they know the call. People where they call now on a call now more. So I don't open the line for calls now, though.
1, 2.
Yes. So. Okay.
A planted edges from day one. I also know something was a planted edges. Once you get that in your mind, fellow Ambazonian, you're free. Once you know that in your mind, that these guys were all planted edges. Then the speed in which Ambazonian they become with this independence, and the Republic became a play in the same game. But planted these guys them. When they can't stick with it in life for years. They will carry your ambassador flag. When I remember, I want you to say was not in the press the way they be voting. They voting abstention, ambassador does not know it. They present you an ambassador does not even know it for that room. It can after when already don't be president. When they voting a successful failure, they introduce you the Awasu. That they introduce Ayotu to Sabe where he no be there. That one for saying on one thing fellow Ambazonian. Say this guy the all be planted agents. That one I be die. I be cry. That say I don't be do all my things. I be do all my things, man. If you judge that will take a rightful step, that's why the kid that fight at the Pocahontas. So one that this county AGSM. Some of the people weak when they're not supposed to be the president day. The county head and the AGSM, some of them not qualified for day because they never emancipate themselves from mental slavery. That they don't weaken the voice of a crowd because when it's voice for up, it will voice for down. When they make the voice of a down, they know the enemy. This is the story black leg. Look like the government is combat press when they catch you for Kutunja. They catch that guy 2 times. But you don't say restoration for the story. You know, we send the message. That guy, that Punda, when he said that, 2 times, 2 different occasions. They need the singlet for restoration of the mind. Now, I also established the call of voices on future calls for the case of it. Now, so, first of all, restoration of the president of Israel and the Republic, intelligent force. When they see you, the request of the police, they are faithful and are using. I also established the Eric don't do all these things. Eric Tato. Why they call that a form of a man? That kind of big tie entrance, number one where Ambazonian
Yes.
never ever see.
Yes, Ambazonian Bobo.
Number one entrance where Ambazonian never ever see.
Yes.
Ambazonian never ever see. They brought in the 7 months to Eric Tato. It brought all in the need of that the worst picture of this where Ambazonian never get up.
Okay, pa.
The time God say God exposed them for we for them. I tell when Ambazonian, this God continues to give me the strength. When I continue to listen to Mr. Nanchop, he do a fantastic job. I like who can say it the way it is.
Thank you.
Thank you, my brother. May God bless Ambazonian and Ambazonian. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you. I'll take the next caller where you already joined to now in. Hello, sir.
Hello.
Yes, you are connected to Amber Voice with Mr. Nanchop.
Yeah, Mr. Nanchop, good evening.
Good evening. Yes. Now would you talk? I'm waiting for your contribution.
Eric from Holland.
Okay, Mr. Eric. Which you want to tell me today?
Yeah. Wait where I want to talk now say. This Ayuku issue. If Fee Masha no handle up, I promise Ambazonians in a few weeks we will decry the death of Fee Masha. So the only thing we have to talk for Ambazonians and say, me all the county security heads they meet, they create an army to put out Ayeke before it be too late.
Yeah.
I repeat, me security heads of the country they meet, they put an army, put out Ayeke before it be too late. Like we will cry Masha in a few weeks or months to come. That one a signal, and Ambazonians should take it. Ambazonians not to take it lightly. Now my contribution that I end there.
Thank you. Wonderful. Straight. I will round up because we'll go for ABC.
4.
I think I'll get the next caller already on the line. Or that caller, we don't miss that caller, I don't drop. I will round up very soon. I will round up. So we'll take 2 more callers, then I round up. We'll take 2 more callers. So, country people, fellow Ambazonians there, Papa and Mami there, the matter for Ayeke na hot matter, and I want to debate the matter. But not only for debate the matter, for talk externally, I want to say, we will learn from these repeatings and happenings of things where they don't happen. This kind of thing of it continue, Papa and Mami. Just like the last caller talk.
7.
If we don't handle this matter with care right now, it will make the way we will regret in the next future. So I get the next caller. I think the one a South African number. Yes, hello. Hello? Yeah, welcome to Amber Voice with Mr. Nanchop. Who is speaking? Now, who is talking? The people from South Africa now, what for now? It didn't say, all my way you come from South Africa. Man, no complete that statement. Well, nevertheless, country people, I will round up the show now because I believe the ABC they come up live very soon. I will round up the show now so that we go over for ABC. I will round up the show.
9. 7.
So the one will be in the last caller. I don't know. Once we get one, if we take one more call after that we close. So the one will be in the last caller of the day. Hello. Yes, sir. Please hold on. Let me connect. I don't know. Hold on, please. You are already connected. Just stay connected. What is happening? Please, I'm afraid you will have to drop and we call again. Yes, please drop and we call again. Hello?
3, 9, 7, 4.
Yes, sir. You are connected to Amber Voice. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, I can hear you now. We can get you.
Hello?
Hello, we can get
Yeah,
you.
Nanchop, good evening, good afternoon, good morning. I don't know your time there.
Yes, it's evening. Thank you. Now who the talk?
Can you get me?
Yes, 5 on 5, boy. I will get you.
Yes. Okay, thank you. Thank you, brother. I beg, I'll be very sorry. So I'm not here to identify myself, but my name.
No talk your name. Okay. Yeah, just go ahead. Go ahead.
I didn't really find any way. Yes.
Go ahead.
Brother. God will keep on blessing you every day, every time, every second for your life. I the one back Ambazonian, they made a notion, angel that he still live for this earth. Did you get me?
Will he get you, Papa?
Yes. I promise to tell everyone to my eyes, you be the light for educate us. We will not get opportunity for see the truth. We will not get opportunity for, we will not be blindfolded by some fake people like Tapang Aibo, Mark Barata, and Epom, brother. I need the eye that will tell you. I will tell you with tears from my eyes. Johnny just come. I know lie for you. Johnny just come. I come. Di my work around this so final. I define a poem don't cut my body hand. And see, I go get you, I don't care. I don't put my life for a poem, me and ye, we two. Not the thing that you are supposed to talk for year. But I thank God I don't really make the first step. The first step now for come out that rotten Cameroon. I don't really come out. I know I will see. No matter how I go take. And the first thing that I want to know here. And brother, I beg. I know that my talk will not really be good for talking for the platform, but they say when they don't touch you right for your heart, go fit talk anything. But I beg say may try for educate my brothers the way they did back home. I may talk to the interim government. Would like when Mangeng get answer. When Mangeng get the answer go down. Like Republic, they did not say no. Because now it's still the day cold. Me, I just come down as I tell you. Johnny just come as I tell you. Down don't be cold for the way plenty places them. Like my own village have come out there. You don't totally be cold for some level way. School not be go on for my village, but as I tell you now, they prepare. As I tell you, they prepare. If behind the scene, I go fit talk this one for you. I'll tell my village.
Yes, no worry. What you go do now? Say, I understand you, my brother. Call me. Do me a favor, Pa. Do me a favor. Write me more talk after behind the scene. More talk behind the scene. Yes. Thank you so much for calling.
I want to see my village. My village. Oh, men no school. Men not be the independent.
Yes.
Men not ever be. Nothing say the best thing I say for go school, then you not get a job like me in person. I'll tell you, I get advantage, but I did not go university because it be of no benefit.
It is okay.
Honestly.
Okay, Papa.
So I go take any Cameroon, any Ambazonian, any Ambazonian will be honest with ourselves. 90% of Ambazonian them, when they struggle for get their advance, they need one continue because of security. At the end of it be of no benefit. So the best way we're going to do them now, like this draft way don't take place, and a very good thing. But I don't know if I will talk about my own way at the time. The draft don't make things they don't cold. We're glad to say we don't get the money for buy the granite and the sugarcane. But if we talk and say we don't get the granite and the sugar cane, or we don't get the money for get these things there, they will deserve to keep this money for coffers. Things they keep on the coal, the way the coal. Sometimes it will be like so one start again a new fight. I don't know, brother Nanchop, if you get me, you understand what my point.
Yes, no, I get where more talk behind. You know something?
Yes.
And also more talk behind the screen. Behind the screen. You don't talk fine. All man don't understand
Okay,
you.
brother.
Yes, man, take one more call before I close. Thank you,
Okay,
bro.
brother. Thank you.
Yes. So the one will be the last caller of the day. I'll just take the one and last caller now before we close. Hello, welcome to Amber Voice.
Hello, Mr. Clovis.
Yes, Mr. Nanchop Clovis speaking, yeah?
Yeah, I want you to help me solve some problem.
Okay.
Last time, Prince Deka, last week, to say the secret why they be cash I look for Naira, then I say some ONG be call him, make he can't take money for our refugees from Nigeria. I think that story be fake. You could try to educate this Jacobs more, because when you come up with some kind of idea where it be baseless, you insect create you now confusion. If up to now past person where they were president doesn't don't know why they be take the go for that Naira 10. I don't think if we should really mean about we put the way they Nigeria or any other place, it would be a secret way. Are you know for that person? Try to educate JK. He gets all way to play for this struggle, but he needs some small advice. I just beg you, you know, some kind of them. Not any kind of supposed to talk. And most of them will talk about baseless, stupid things.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, bro. Thank you for your point. I'll take them to my heart. Great, beautiful people of the beloved nation, Ambazonia. Please, we'll have to call it a day today. As I said, tomorrow I will try my best to be live tomorrow at 5 p.m. Amber with a very special message. And also today we don't stay a lot. We don't be online for almost 4 hours. If I look, I'm delay. So I beg 3 hours. I will end the program today. And we'll go over for ABC. And when I do me a favor, please, one and two announcement I make before we drop. No, I should say the other one I'll make tomorrow because some person don't pirate. By the way, I get the information so now every time they do if you go pirate, you don't pirate a YouTube channel where they use and they put my program then they or some other person do it, but the news I get and it's every time they do that thing. Should I for promote your own page? I get a YouTube channel. My YouTube channel is named Mr. Nanchop. If you go there, you will see my picture. And you will see only my videos them. They did it. No other video, no did it. So no follow any other YouTube channel. Where some person go put something say Mr. Nanchop and I wait to know. I get my Facebook page. I tell me put subscribe for my YouTube channel and for my Facebook page. Anyway, for YouTube, I'll be talking or giving the reason. So if you want to follow most of my videos the way, if you miss and for follow for Facebook, I play them the next day for YouTube too, you see. And I bet when I do me a favor, just for free, I just can say when I put my videos on for YouTube, that negative people them, they go talk nonsense for this, they make on YouTube block the videos them. Because most of when I be the good people them, when I know they take any good action, it's just they like now, you watch this show, you never share, you never send thumbs up, you never show a love heart, you never like them. Now, people they when they come up for those surrogates them, those people they are fake profiles them. They'll come to put a lot of negative things there. Facebook will come block them. You see. So we now wanna be the good one and wanna be the majority. Well, do something positive so that you promote the good. You know if you shouldn't quiet, you see something way good, you know promote it. How you go do go? How would you go ahead? And when you get negative people where they fight against. So your own contribution to promote that good thing. Maybe if you like the page, you give a good comment on the page, it will make Facebook not go block them because if you go for my page, I see all these negative people them that they can't write nonsense because now they are work that they do and so now because good people like you need to do nothing, you need to write good things. So I beg you, I don't. The truth I said. On the other hand, I look at it and say, okay, if he go to the fact that he block the pages, then now for YouTube, they disturb my videos when I put them on. Simply because those people then they go pirate time and they make other nonsense there. Why? The good ones them like you who watch, you know they do any good thing. You see. So we got for life to protect our own things because now imagine that Facebook can block me, YouTube block me. It will limit me for being on air for a while. It will be a good thing even for now and for the revolution. So we must fight this thing all over. We must fight at all fronts because we get people where they need to sleep. They know one see me talk. As I don't can talk, they talk to this, so it vexes them. You see. But now me and you are responsibility for say we'll keep the platform going. So that we'll keep for the crush these people and then we'll bring in the truth. I thank you for that particular point. I want to make it clear. And then other one point I say, as I talk, please, I want beg always say that I don't put that picture for my status for Barrister Fru. No, all we would change that picture, we'll put our profile picture. Yes, the protector of our revolution, we put and stop all the enablers. So I want to encourage each and every one of us, fellow Ambazonians, we will support our Papa Barrister Fru and we will support the good people for this revolution. So take that picture. It's from my wall now for Mr. Nanchop. Put them to your profile picture. Me, I go start now. Once I come off for studio, I go put them to my profile picture. We must promote. You know when you do and so people when they hate Barrister Fru, they vex. It go hurt them so they will develop cancer. That negative energy inside them go make them go develop cancer. They kill themselves. So more no keep more no just help them make them keep themselves. I thank when I papa and them. I go level now. See you tomorrow 5 p.m. Amber. Bye bye.
Ramagade, legede, oh, rabozadala, brozagade, lika brazandala, Jesus. Papa God, intervene for we, do for we, as you do for the Israelites. The way who they suffer, in the life so you don't forget we. Papa God, intervene for we. Orphans are crying, widows are crying, fatherless children are crying, the less privileged are crying. Oh, may we pray. Oh, may we pray. Oh, northwest and southwest, when I come together, may we pray. Oh, prayer is a key. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, let me pray. Oh, let me pray. Oh, let me pray. Oh, let me pray. Prayer is a key. Hey, Jesus. Killing every day. We are killing ourselves. Every day now, bum, 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 bum. Every time now, to, 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 to. Oh, we don't tire, Father, fight for us. According to your word, in Exodus 14:14, it says you will arise and fight for us, and we will all be so. Papa, give us victory. If you go for Munyenge, everybody then are for bush. Munyenge no they exist, no. Again, no. You go for Papa. Oh, houses they don't burn them down. We'll be rendered homeless. Hey, yeah. You go for a corner, they did program from house to house. Anybody that meet up a more, your name not down. Now wait till we do. Now wait till Bambenda them do. Now wait till we do. Now wait till South Westerners do.